All right, so greetings and salutations and welcome once again to the Sports Desk.
Welcome, people. Good afternoon.
All for football if we talk about, all for cricket if we talk about, all for track and field and some other things to talk about. But we're going to start this afternoon by talking about some horse racing. Now, on a done here, that racing has been suspended
For the entire week.
for the weekend.
Both Saturday and Sunday.
The trainers and the grooms are making demands, which apparently the Supreme Ventures, well, Cayman and Spark authorities, let me put it that way, are not prepared to meet at this time. We want to have a quick chat with Mr. Patrick Smelly. He's the president of the Trainers Association. If you know exactly what I'm going, he joins us right now. Good afternoon, Mr. Smelly, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Orville Thompson.
Orville Higgins is the name.
Higgins.
Orville Higgins, I know, but I'm pulling your leg, man. Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations. Zidane is with me as well, Sir Patrick.
Hello, Zidane.
Yeah,
How are
good
you,
afternoon. Not bad.
All right, for man like me, you know,
Let me just say,
yeah.
Jamaica was very unfortunate last night in the match. You may continue now.
All right, I mean, it sounds like he's a football man too, you know, Mr. Patrick.
Sportsman overall, man.
Sportsman. All right, for the uninitiated like me and people out there who don't understand exactly what's the issue and why no racing this weekend. What is the issue at hand?
All right. The trainers, the owners, and the grooms, which numbers about roughly 700 to 800 people, are having a problem with what is offered by Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. We had signed a deal with them last year that speaks to a certain amount of percentage being paid to us based off sales.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we had a year-long negotiation with them and document was signed off and all of that. So that should have been implemented from January of this year. It was not implemented January. We waited until February, March, where we finally got a meeting. At the meeting, they presented to us 5.3 billion in sales. Now, we had gotten information from the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission, the regulators for betting and horse racing in Jamaica, that the sales figure was $6.2 billion. So that's a difference of about $930 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Supreme Ventures presenting to us $5.3 billion was definitely a no-no to us, because that equates to about a 27 million actually $13 million in increase, and they offered us $27 million.
27 million increase from what?
Right. No, just an increase overall. Our purse last year was 768 million, so they're offering us 27 million on that.
No, I'm not sure I'm understanding.
All right.
Break it down in layman's language.
All right.
So Supreme Ventures said that the total sales was 5.3 billion.
Right.
Betting, Gaming and Lotteries said it was 6.2 billion.
Right.
A difference of 900 million.
Right.
I get you so far.
So if it is in fact 6.2 billion as Betting, Gaming and Lotteries is saying, the increase to us would be $147 million and not $27 million.
What percentage of the increase were you supposed to have gotten?
49. It gets a little bit tricky, detailed there. 49% of the sales, 49% of GGR. GGR is determined. Let me just break down something quickly for you.
Mm.
If it's 6.2 billion, there's a 70% payout to the punters. 30% is left of that, which would be $1.869 million.
Well, you're confused with the matter now. And I'm sure the listeners probably will be confused as well.
Well,
all right. So what is the bone of contention, Sir Patrick?
The bone of contention is that we are not getting what we are supposed to be getting as a purse increase, which in our view, based on the sales that they have made, is $147 million that we should be getting and being added to our purse from last year. Now they are offering us $27 million to be added to our purse.
Yeah.
And we are saying that is inadequate.
So they're offering you that based on their calculations of what they would have earned.
Right.
And you're saying that you don't believe that that's the amount that they have actually earned. It's more.
Right. That is it. We
So
do not believe.
so you ought to get
Based on what?
more. Yeah. I
Based
think
on
I
what
understand
the
what you're saying.
game and
Yeah.
matches is saying.
Yes.
Right.
So are they accepting the gaming, betting, and lotteries figure, or are they outrightly denying?
No, they are outrightly denying it, brother. We had a meeting the other day on the betting, gaming, and lotteries. People came there and explained and saying, the figure is that, but there's plausibility in something with the 5.3 billion. So, this thing has gone on in a manner that it shouldn't have reached where it is now, because Supreme Prevention is put it on. They are the promoters that is promoting the show.
Mm-hmm.
We are the people that are putting on the show. You don't have a beanie man going to a show and presenting his act and doing his act, and then you don't pay him what it is worth, or you're going to tell him that, boy, the gate fees is this, so you're only getting that. You agree a figure with beanie man, and when beanie man comes on and perform, then he gets his pay.
Whatever the gate is.
Precisely.
So why I'm a little bit so that is what the trainers are saying. Is that the same thing that the grooms are saying? Because I talked to a groom this morning, and he tell me that they should have gotten. They are asking for 5,000. Is it 5,300?
Right, 5,400 they are asking for.
And the current fee is 4,200. What exactly is that for?
That's the groom's pay. The grooms get a weekly salary per horse of $4,200 or $4,500, depending if the trainer chooses to pay. Let them pay their taxes or the trainer pay the taxes.
Right.
Now the groom gets 5% earnings from when his horse win first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. He gets 5% of that purse. So the groom has that. So they want an increase though of their weekly salary, which they deserve. They deserve, because if a groom can groom no more than 3 horses, and he's still below minimum wage. So the grooms deserve it. But we're saying to the grooms,
he can groom no more than 3 horses, so he can't make any more than 12,000 something a week under the current arrangement.
But he gets a 5% on top of all of that,
Right,
Once
right,
the horse is placed, he gets a 5%.
But if the horse don't place, him don't earn that 5%. Yeah.
Right, him don't earn. So that's a basic salary that they get, and then they get a 5% on top of that. So some grooms make a good living, while others, it's very, 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 very hard for them.
Yeah.
No, we are not saying the grooms must not get an increase. They deserve the increase. But we have asked them to hold strain with us until this increase is gotten from Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. So we can grant them that increase and move forward. That increase would also mean if we are getting...
So it is the trainers that pay the grooms.
Right. The trainers that pay the groom, but it ultimately come from the owners.
Yeah, man, I understand what you mean.
Right. The groom is hired to the trainer, but the money ultimately comes from the owner's purse, the owner's pocket.
Right.
Right.
So we are now at a standoff and no racing this Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
How do you envisage things going from here?
Well, I am hoping that the arrogance that is being displayed and the locking of the track and all that, which they have now reopened, I must say. They had closed the racetrack the other day for no horses to exercise, which is a very bad thing, very, very bad thing. You cannot subject the animals to your whims and fancies. These are animals that have to exercise daily. And when you close the racetrack to them, you are now bordering on cruelty to animals. But in a conversation with them, they have opened back the gates and the horses have started exercising. So that's a good move. Now, what would we like? We would like to sit at the table with them again after nearly 2 years and try to make them understand that a $27 million cannot help anything at all over the track. That equates to basically nothing much to the purse. We have dreamed with Supreme Ventures. We have told them we are backing Supreme Ventures. We have dreamed with them for the last 3.5, 4 years. We have backed them. We have dream with them. We
Help me understand. This $27 million, you said that how would that be distributed monthly?
That will be distributed over the races, 82 races per year. That will be distributed. When that comes down to a race, if you should win a race, you would end up with the winner would end up with about $6,000 more to his purse.
Well, that in bottom line is about $6,000 more per winner per race.
Per winner, right? And then the second, and it goes down and trickles.
Are you saying that is just not good enough?
That is inadequate, man. Based on what is happening and the inflation and everything, that is inadequate.
What if Supreme Ventures decide that they are not going to relent and budge? Yeah. Then what go on from this?
Well, I've never seen our guys this militant in over 40 years, I've never seen our guys this militant in over 40 years. Everyone is standing and say they are taking no more of this. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. They will take no more. There are a lot of things that Supreme Ventures should have done, infrastructure works and all that, and it's not on the table. And we understand. And we say, listen, we are working with them. But if you are selling and your purses, your numbers are increasing, the stars of the show, increase something for them. You have signed the document.
I'll go and talk to Mr. Sharp later, Patrick. I'll go and talk to him later and hear what he has to say.
Most definitely, you need to get two sides to every story, man.
There you go. But
so the big thing is 6.2 billion, as stated by Betting, Gaming and Lotteries, and 5.3 billion, as stated by Supreme Ventures.
And that is the crux of the matter.
The crux of the matter.
All right.
This is not Bramble.
And it is not Bramble. All right, Sir Patrick Smelly, we get to your side. Me's not a turf fight myself, but a man called yesterday and said, boy, when there's no racing at Cayman's Park, man, we turn gunman and them something, But hopefully a solution can be found. But we've got your side. We'll hope to get Supreme Venture side a little later on at the program.
Okay, man.
All right, big up yourself, boss. Thanks for joining us.
Cool.
You get that what I said?
Yeah, man.
Two different
figures. So that's why they're holding firm.
Two different calculations.
Yeah.
The football match now. Me telling about my crystal ball. Although it never accurate, but me just never see Jamaica win, boy. But me never expect 3 of me tell you the truth. What is your verdict? Are you the people who are here from Panama?
Well, it was one of the worst performances in terms of the first half I've seen from a Jamaica team. Wow. It was really difficult to watch. It was painful to watch. Lowe got the ball, and Lowe we're not blaming Lowe for anything, I don't know if he was instructed to do so. But Lowe lost the ball the most for the Jamaicans. He gave up the position about 70% of the time he had it in people. And Lowe is a defender, The tactics was clearly to launch the ball down to Mikel Antonio, and the Mexicans were well aware of that. And he always had 2-3 players around him. And the Mexicans, they pressed with 3 players. All the other players dropped back to win that second ball off Mikel Antonio. And the man just picked us a pass in the middle of the park. So it was really a one side. That game could have been over it was over in the first 15 minutes. So, and the Mexicans created one clear-cut chance, because you wouldn't call the free kick. It's a brilliant free kick. You don't count it as a clear-cut chance. And it was the goal. So even though the Mexicans dominated us so much, it's like they cut us apart and created this numerous chances that we could have get 7-8 love. So the Mexicans were much better than us, and the Mexicans weren't great. It shows how poor we were as a team. We were looking like not champion, because champion did well last year. Arden High. That's what we look like, Arden High. Just learn football, just bang some ball long field and a walk. Bang some ball long field and a walk. With too much English league player upon the field. It was a joke.
All right. We'll invite your calls when we come back on the other side.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is...
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
33 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit. Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
33 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Who's there? Hello.
We'll take the first one.
Yeah, man. What going?
Yeah, man. Who
Nick.
is- Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Where you say?
There, man. Well, I'm going to start at the cricket.
Yeah.
I got a rhetorical question. Anybody in the Indian administration asks the West Indies for help, man? You know? Indian are done better than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of like what go on now, you know. I like how them are batter them, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Me's a West Indian, but I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what should have happened. Because every time our administration do them foolishness and make them foolish decision, like you have some educated dunce. Sometimes we team go out there and
But let us get the score. We make 150, India gone must have 230 without that.
Yeah, man. With them, I lead by 79. I'm a fee, so then can't declare and win right now.
Yeah.
But then can't declare and bowl out the West Indies for 78 because them money are not good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Straight up.
keep going.
What may I say, right? The man them, some educated don't make them decisions to help over the Indians. I like when them I get butter, I'm happy say.
In what way? The pitch?
Yeah, man, the
Oh.
pitch and the task, all of that, right? Right.
Well, I'm happy we were discussing this before the test match started. You know?
I can't believe
So you cannot set a spinning wicket for India. Your best chance is something with some grass and running and
Orville, you know what happen all of the time? All the time we make these decisions. Sometimes the team go out there and get some luck and put on the performance and then them say, see it there, you understand? I'm glad to them I get better, man. Right? Them probably them just lose a wicket, but I'm glad to them get better. If show them educated done stuff for them now. Look here, I'm not a cricket administrator.
Yeah.
Me not in a cricket. But I mean it's plain and straight to me, say. I mean, even the baby could have said a foolishness that. So all these big educated people who say them are cricketers and cricket administrators can't see these simple little things.
Good question.
Yeah? You know, it just that's why we must continue and get until we get real people. I don't want no luck. I don't want to beat nobody and get no luck because I fear.
When saying so, the truth is that India is likely to beat us no matter what. You know?
Yeah, but they don't need no help.
Yeah, but yeah, you know,
They don't need no help.
We
That's what I say, you know.
We just done out a man
already. You know, them don't need no help.
We're out a man and his attorney is out the man, you know.
Attorneys.
Like, None of the bowler them count. Nobody.
You know.
I
So
mean,
that, and to the football now, boy, that's one of them things there. I mean, me kind of have a feeling to, not because, but I never know so I get 3, but Mexico a baller. This our first real test.
I talk about my crystal ball is to say me not see Jamaica win the game, boy. But I did wish me did wrong.
And I know if you not see it, you know, but you know the games that we play, no win, you know. We've been making some simple little mistake, you know. But because of the quality opponents, we never get punished for them.
Yes.
But you can't make certain mistakes against these quality opponents in Mexico because they're going to punish you. Which exactly wrong because them scoring at the first minute. And I can't see how Jamaica lose them shape like that in the first minute.
All right, Tom.
Well, I mean, the performance was poor, my boss. Poor. We look like a little joke Caribbean.
Well, on to the World Cup qualification now. So hopefully it got different.
You realize that Qatar played much better against the Mexicans than us.
But we're not playing on ball in that game, no, man.
It's a joke, boss.
I will tell them to go to the road.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
You mean the quality ball of them?
Yes, I couldn't believe my eyes last time, my boss.
We can't put on
ball to low, try to find Mikel Antonio. The Mexicans put 3 around him, then win it back and kill us with ball.
Because
that was happening for the whole of the first half.
Antonio really depend on farm in that game last night. If you see that now.
No, but you go depend on farm when the man send the ball to you and you try to bring it down and run left 3 Mexicans. Because the Mexicans just push with 3 and then everybody else drop off and win that ball off Mikel Antonio at that second ball. And it was just simple, easy pickings for them. They knew what we were going to do. It was meat and drink for them, boss.
Nick, I could leave it to some boss, but drink some water and not make them money neither football nor cricket. Stand up your blood pressure.
I tell you, respect.
Blessed, sir. All right, who we have now?
Monsalem here, man.
What's up, sir?
Yeah, man. Mr. Higgins, a little small against you. Last week, I call, and you were done playing it. Every time Steve Smith come and make runs, you make work lyrically about it. But when he fail, you say, "Oh, come on, man! Everybody fail and whatever."
Steve Smith fail in the third.
Yeah, man. Say it true. That's true, man.
Yeah, man. Every time if Steve Smith make 100, he don't come and.
Then me no must talk about 100. All right, Steve Smith.
No, but actually, I'm here and I'm saying. So, how the man name? Because Orville, when Steve Smith doing thing, Orville come and point it out and when the man we against Steve Smith, then now. No, but at them to come now. But once them at them to come now and say, look out.
One person come with it early in the piece and Mr. Higgins played it down.
No, but the rest of man them to come. Same way.
You know why they can't come? Because I am talking about Steve Smith's career. Of course I'm going to feel some games. You're going to feel some games.
No, I think the point Monson is making that when you make a century, come and say, "See, tell about this man."
Then when you want me to talk.
So all right, so you smart. But them no.
When they don't want me to talk, when them feel, all right, I will do that. If no make no runs in the third.
No, but the principle still, Mr. Higgins. The principle, I'm just saying that if he had make 100, we know what he would.
If Steve Smith has a bad series, it doesn't change me.
Yeah, no, man. Generally speaking, generally speaking. But this Athanasis guy that got the wicket beside you, it goes to show that sometimes, not all the time, because so over a career, the better bowling but a lot of times I've seen where part-time bowlers get top order batsmen. So sometimes the better bowling don't mean that they didn't necessarily get the batsman.
Over a career, it
yeah, man. Over a career, it is different. But again, you just said it about. I was just listening to the caller now when he said the Mexican work out with Mikel Antonio. It goes to show the same thing that you were talking about with even the same thing with sports change in Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
Sports, it's not just cricket. People work out strategies and everything. Look at tapes. They have so many coaches and all of that.
Yeah.
So it worked both ways. But Mr. Matthews, I don't know. We are still far behind, Mr. Matthews, in this football thing.
We're far behind.
No, I'm saying when I say to with the rest of the world, man. With this long ball and kick run down and everything. Look how the Mexicans play. One touch.
No.
One ball.
Don't go to Mexico. Don't go to Mexico. Because Mexico has been dominating the region for years. Look at the Panama team. It's born. We not born to keep the football well having. Because Panama not a big world football. But Panama keep it, knock it, bounce it. They look like a team.
So why can't we keep play that kind of
I
football?
don't understand the boss.
And the argument now can't be that we don't have the players, because we have players playing professionally all over the world right now. So why can't we play some simple?
Yes, if you do have midfield players who can pull the central defenders away from the forwards, my boss, it's going to be a struggle for them, you know. And a lot of occasions, you know.
I'm tired of seeing this. They get it in the defense and bang down. I mean, even sometimes when we try to play the shot, we pass it to the Mexican. And I don't know get it. But the last thing, you guys said the government of that country there was bought some tickets. But it seems that the people didn't take the tickets, Mr. Higgins.
We were hearing that the government had bought some tickets, but up to 3 o'clock the day before the test match, the people never get there. So it looked like
I didn't want them. I didn't want them.
All right, well, either them not get them or them not want them, because the stand's empty.
Yeah. The stand's empty. This is a joke, Mr. Matthews. How far are we down the cricket garden now in the cricket?
Stands
Mr.
empty.
Matthews, because I know Mr. Higgins know about it. What do you think how far we are in
We're not good none at all, my boy. Everybody said we can't play cricket, man.
No farm at all. So you talk about the passion, Mr. Higgins. What's the solution? Where do we go from here? Because
no solution with the current lot. You're going to find a 1 and 2 little man with push up the middle and go on with that thing, you know.
Do you realize that India try to extend the test?
India trying to extend it by doing what?
By batting so slowly.
Oh.
Yeah, man, they might try extend, they might try make because almost 100 overs for 200 runs. That is unlike playing against this week in the West Indies team.
Yeah.
I think the Indians are sorry for us.
Well, if them sorry for us, then just out someone, then just make we get some wicket, man.
well, have a good day, too.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
All right, Monsignor. What would Asta High take the break? I will take a break. Just bet.
Bet,
and then we'll come back to the calls. We're coming back.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Pete?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat you too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say, yeah, man, to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Your home is your castle. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road, Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The time, courtesy of Carmen's Collection, is 1:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
In Sports in a Minute, Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr have been banned from signing players until they pay money owed to Leicester City. For Ahmad Musa, FIFA has ruled Leicester, who sold the Nigerian winger in 2018, have lodged a claim for an outstanding $390,000 payment. Al Nassr made headlines by signing Cristiano Ronaldo last day. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Just Bet! It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game, from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
All right, so we're back with Just Bet. Jesse Blake, are you there, sir?
Yes, Orville Higgins, I am here this afternoon. Wanted that win last night, my friend.
I hope you have a little bit more respect for my crystal ball. Even half.
Well, yeah, sometimes you go with your heart, sometimes you go with your head.
So, every now and again, although the crystal ball never say we are going to lose, though. But it was struggling to see us winning, but
the draw, yeah.
I might just keep it for a little while longer.
Yeah, just want to rub it off and shine it up. It makes you better going forward also.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, so today we are looking at some things here. Cincinnati versus Nashville in the MLS.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
All right, this one is going to be a great game. As a matter of fact, it's scheduled for Saturday at 6:30 in the evening, local time. Here it is at Cincinnati, 8 points clear in the race for the Supporters Shield in the MLS, which is the trophy given out to the team in each conference with the best, or make that the team overall that has the best regular season record in the MLS. All right, so Cincinnati in pole position for the Supporters Shield right now. In the last game, before the Major League Soccer in the United States takes a hiatus for what is known as the League's Cup, which is a very interesting tournament that will be played this summer between some of the top teams in America, MLS, and the top teams from Mexico, in their Liga MX. It's like the EPL of Mexico, all right? So that we'll have that to look forward to later on this summer. But Cincinnati has, of course, Nashville to deal with in this matchup before the hiatus. And Cincinnati is favored to win the game. They are playing very well at the moment. The best team right now in Major League Soccer. And they are tipped to win this game, according to the Just Bet final result bet option, at odds of $1.95. Nashville FC, the underdog, at $3.60, and the draw attracts odds of $3.40. Folks, the final result bet option is another way to say the simple, straight up, basic option that provides just the odds on each team to win and the odds on the draw. It's a straight up bet. That's one of many bets that you can place to us at Just Bet. Not only for the full game, but you can bet on either half of each game as well. You can take advantage of the many betting options we have available. Here's how you make the most money, though. Take advantage of the Just Bet correct score betting option. How does that work? If you think you can predict the score of a game and that's a correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time, well, it can pay off very well for you. You can place a bet on any score line you think will be the correct score of any game. Let's look at some of the options available for Cincinnati versus Nashville in the MLS. The game kicks off Saturday, 6:30 in the evening local time. Options include if Cincinnati wins 2-0, that correct score pays $4,250 in winnings with a $500 bet. If Cincinnati wins 3-1, $7,500 available there with $500 worth. And if it's Cincinnati 3-0, a $500 bet pays $8,000 in winnings. Now for Nashville, correct score bets include if they win 1-0, a $500 bet would pay $5,000 in winnings. If it's Nashville 2-0, $6,000 can be yours with a $500 bet And if Nashville wins in a 5-goal thriller by 3-2, that upset would pay $20,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Wow, pretty interesting one here. Cincinnati is at home and they've been playing very well at home of late. Nashville still has, though, the reigning player of the year in the form of Hani Mukhtar in their lineup. He will be playing at the start of this game. Cincinnati 2-1 for me. Make it $5,000 even with a $500 bet. Cincinnati to win $1.95 straight up.
I'm going 3-1 for Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. Well, if Cincinnati wins by 3-1, a $500 bet would pay $7,500 in winning.
All right, and we're staying in the MLS, New England Revolution, to take on DC United.
All right, DC United. What do you know? I mean, remember DC United from the days of Marco Echeverri in the 90s. DC United, they are a pretty decent team, but not in recent years, taking on a New England Revolution team. Playing pretty well right now. New England second in the Eastern Conference. DC United is 8th right now in that final playoff spot. These two teams will do battle Saturday at 6:30 in the evening local time, which is the same time that Cincinnati and Nashville will clash. Well, New England at home, where they've won 4 of their last 6 games in MLS. They've drawn twice. They are unbeaten in this one. They've scored 12 goals in the process. DC United, they've had mixed results in the last 3 matches. Lost 1, won 1, and drawn 1. Well, in the last 6 away games in MLS, Wayne Rooney's DC United, yes, have won 2, drew 1, and lost 3. That's in their last 6 games. In the last 3 games, they've won 1, lost 1, and drawn 1. Clearly, New England is the more consistent team, the better playing team at the moment, and it reflects in the final result bet option for this game. New England come in at $2.05. DC United, the underdog, at $3.30, and the draw attracts odds of $3.50. Everybody's looking for the biggest return for their betting dollar. Take advantage of the many correct score bets you can place for New England Revolution hosting DC United. Remember now the game kicks off Saturday, 6:30 in the evening local time. Correct score bets include if United wins 2-1, a $500 bet pays $5,500 in winning. United 2-0, $9,000 on offer with a $500 bet. For the New England Revolution, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $4,000 in winnings. If it's the Revolution by 3-0, a $500 bet pays $9,000 in winnings. And if it is the Revolution by 3-1, a $500 bet also pays $9,000 in winnings. If the game ends in a 1-all draw, because do remember you can bet on a draw as a correct score bet, $3,000 on offer with a $500 bet. New England Revolution at home, they've won 4, drawn 2 of the last 6 home games. DC United a mixed bag right now in terms of their run of form. Revolution for me, 3-1, $9,000 on offer with a $500 bet. New England, $2.05 straight up.
Well, you went 2-1 in the opening game versus Cincinnati versus Nashville, and I went 3-1. Now you're going 3-1, and I'm going 2-1 for New England over DC.
Wow, 2-1. All right,
yeah.
2-1 in New England Revolution favor is $4,000 even with a $500 bet.
All right, and the final one, still in the MLS, it's Philadelphia to take on New York City.
What do you know? The third game we're looking at this afternoon inside the Winner's Edge here on the Sports Desk on Omega Radio. And this game also kicks off Saturday, 6:30 in the evening, local time. So all 3 games start at the same time. What a great opportunity it is to combine the bets on one ticket. Now, whoever you think is going to win the game, remember now, you can only use one betting option. For example, the final result bet option or the correct score bet option, you put those bets on one ticket. If you're combining the bets, those odds would be added together, then multiplied by a betting dollar. And that's how you combine to make the winnings nice and sweet with us at Just Bet. New York is on a roll right now. They're unbeaten in their last 8 games. But listen to this. They've won 1 and drew 7 of those. Yeah? Here it is, Philadelphia. They've lost 2 of their last 3 matches on the trot. Well, here we go. To the odds for this one. Very interesting here. And let me just get to the final result bet odds on each team right quick. All right, so here we go. It is Philadelphia, the underdog. They're at home at $5.25 by the Just Bet final result bet option. Here it is that New York City is the favored team. Better run of form, you can understand that. They attract odds of $1.58, and the draw attracts odds of $3.75. Let's get to the correct score bets that you can place on this game. Do remember they allow you to maximize on the winning potential. Philadelphia 3-0 will pay $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Philadelphia 3-2, $13,000 on offer with a $500 wager. And if Philly wins 4-2, $25,500 on offer with a $500 bet. What about New York City FC? Correct score bets include if they win 1-0, $6,000 on offer with a $500 bet. New York City 2-1, $7,000 even with a $500 bet. And if New York City FC wins by 2-0, $13,000 on offer with a $500 bet. New York for me, 3-0. $12,000 on offer with a $500 bet and taking New York FC at odds of $1.58 by the Just Bet final result bet option.
I'm going with the Bob Marley one low. New York to win 1-0.
New York City FC to win by a 0 would pay $6,000 even with a $500 bet.
All right, bosses, take us to the break.
All right, let's see here. I am on the Just Bet website, justbetja.com. Folks, the NBA Summer League games are available, right? So, for example, Chicago Bulls take on the Cleveland Cavaliers a bit later. Milwaukee Bucks will play the Miami Heat. The Warriors and the Rockets play later as well. Yep, take advantage of the NBA Summer League games that you can bet on with us at Just Bet. And what a semifinal I watched this morning between Ons Jabeur and Elena Sabalenka. Well, Ons Jabeur made it to the Wimbledon women's singles final that you can bet on at justbetja.com or Just Bet location near you. Quickly here, the final set for 8 a.m. on Saturday. Marketa Vondrousova. She is the first unseeded woman to make the final since Billie Jean King all of 60 years ago, taking on the Qatari sensation who looks like she has shaken off the injuries, Ons Jabeur. Here it is that Marketa Vondrousova out of the Czech Republic is the underdog at $2.66. Ons Jabeur is the favored player at $1.42. Wimbledon women's singles, Wimbledon men's singles, the doubles finals, the mixed doubles finals, all that and more when you visit justbetja.com or Just Bet location near you. Always a pleasure being inside of the Winner's Edge here on Omega Radio inside of the sports desk. Orville, to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, cheer up, Jamaican fans, cheer up, and catch you guys next week. Take care.
Great to hear from you as always, Jesse. We'll take a break and we'll re-engage our callers on the other side. That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Isratech Jamaica Limited offers a high-quality complement of unique and sustainable products and services, unparalleled anywhere in the Caribbean and Central America. Everything agriculture, water, energy, hardware, home, and garden. From engineering and design, manufacturing and supply of product, consultation, after-sales service to implementation and maintenance. Call us today at 876-603-3946. Isratech, master the elements.
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back-to-school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and we'll remind you of the numbers before we go to the next call. 876-968-8117. And we go back to the phones, and we have Ryan.
I think the call has dropped.
The call has dropped.
Call us back, Ryan, man, from
Hartford, Connecticut. We had Ryan who was calling from Connecticut a short while ago.
Yeah, man, call through and let your voice be heard.
Indeed. So, the numbers again, 876-968-8117. Make a link now before the rush.
India hasn't declared yet.
Boy, my baton too long. Maybe why me? Maybe Roy Charma need to bust a Brian Lara. Forget trying to win.
Yeah, and just make a 400.
And just make 400.
I hear say it's the best thing since life.
Exactly. Yeah. By the way, I did speak to Bonner, and he said he was batting pretty well at the camp. So it's not because he wasn't looking good.
Okay.
So for what that's worth. Hello.
Well,
who it is?
You don't know who it is?
Oh, Mama Bay.
Great Mama Bay, man.
Where else the great Mama Bay?
Boy, I'm there, man. Boy, Orville. You got to what I said on body cricket, because this thing I get from back to earth, you know?
Yeah.
What me really want to pick up our fellow listener, you know, by the name of Constant, he living in Chalky Hill.
Mm-hmm. Big up, Constant.
Man, he's visually challenged like myself, you know, and he rely on this show.
Yes.
So when he never used to hear the station down here, it was a pain, man, pain in the heart, but now I'm happy that him can now hear it.
Wonderful. Good. Big up,
man.
Constant.
So me kind of big up the radio station for still putting out that effort, you know.
Yes.
I have a lot of persons with challenges, you know.
I know.
You might not know it, you understand, and shows like yours, we rely on it a lot, you know.
Yeah, man, I can understand that.
Yeah, man.
We're happy we can help the days go through a little bit easier.
And as usual, you will always be the messenger, you know. So if you ever enter into a debate and you lose it.
And I lose to who?
No, I mean, I'm saying if that should happen.
No, I'm not saying I can't lose a debate, but to who?
I know you're not going to lose it, you know, but that don't change my opinion of you as being the Messiah, you understand?
Why do you think the gentleman is not prepared to take the debate with me?
Marvin.
Yes.
Why I don't know, but
you don't know.
That's it. For me, you discuss sports, Marvin.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult for somebody to even cricket, especially, you know. Very difficult for somebody to challenge you, Marvin, and win, you know.
Wouldn't have a chance of a snowball in
I wouldn't even give him a chance against you.
Hey, somebody asked a brilliant question on social media, you know. Very intelligent question. Because the gentleman said him couldn't lose, you know, it's not because of fear of losing. Why? Because he don't believe him could have lose.
Yeah.
He's talking about his brand. So somebody asked a question. How would winning a debate against Orville against hurt your brand?
Big question.
I would love to hear the answer to that question. His because brand, the man said he can't lose.
His brand would only improve.
You must improve your brand plus get a 400. Because they think grand past 215 people are whole heap of people that put up in it.
taking my scalp in our debate would add to his brand.
Yeah, like, even if it's a small percentage, it will add it.
Yes, indeed.
So the argument about your brand not holding
The real reason is that he know his brand going to take a huge lick if
When
he
him
come
lose?
up against me.
When him lose?
No, man, not Wednesday. That man, me leave the studio. Not dumb that.
No, I say when him lose, it means I said,
oh.
yeah, that's
He knows if he beats me, his brand increase.
Yes.
If him lose, which we all know that is
yeah, inevitable. Yes.
Mama be. That man wouldn't stand
Anyway,
a chance.
boy,
You know
big up yourself, because you know, so me not really bother touching cricket, you know, because
all right. 242 for 2 now. Big side West Indies.
What I'm saying, when we got rid of Dave Cameron, don't you believe that Delta sad blown our cricket?
Boy, it's starting to look like that now.
Then Orville not starting for a long time. We not see that Orville. Why you get rid of a man that would carry us to the female 2020 World Cup,
a lot
and
of
also the male. And remember, England came out here and we actually actually beat them. I think that.
Yeah, man, we did.
2-0.
Somebody
2-1.
2-1.
After that, we change.
Yeah, but somebody might ask, what would be happening differently if he was still the president?
Listen, man. But then again, Orville, we have a worthless bunch of good for nothing bunch of cricketers still,
Well, maybe a run left question. Because while it was not this bad, it was heading in this direction still while he was the president. At that stage, it wasn't this bad.
But look at
remember, for the last white ball 50 over World Cup, we had to qualify to get there. It's just that we ended up got through the qualification.
That is true.
Yeah. But this time around, that wasn't the case.
Well, the last two, we haven't qualified at all.
Well, it's very sad, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, big up on yourself, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Big
Cool.
up Constant again. Big up Constant.
All right. Yes,
yeah, man.
All right. Who we have there now? The great Bull?
Big up, man. Them.
Big up yourself.
Bull, you were one of the people kind of half questioning the crystal ball.
No, actually, Bull.
I will tell Ben and trying to.
No, me no remember somebody that said, me no remember. Anyway,
actually, Bull picked Mexico to win the game.
What that Bull did, though? Them Bull not big analyst, man.
Not Bull. It's not Bull.
Eh?
It's Jesse Blake for sure, but it's not Bull.
Or Jesse Blake did pick Mexico to win?
No, man. Jesse Blake never say no trust the ball.
Oh, anyway, what you call
it? Crystal ball is foggy.
It was foggy. It was foggy. It just never showed Mr. Jamaica was going to win
anyway,
in regular
national
time.
radio, I tell them, the people underestimate this Mexico team. The man them bad.
Yeah.
But what surprised me though, Zidane, you asked a question now. You said with the Mexico team, we are plan and them are plan too.
Yes.
You said the man into the Zidane, I've been just tuning to the show. I know if you spoke about it. But the man them send 3 for press, and drop back 6 deep.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what, that was the easy analysis. That's exactly what I said. So when you play that ball long now, 3 are going to roll Mikel Antonio, and the others are cover the others here at the park.
The man have 1 in front of him and 1 behind him. He pick it up early and run past them and get an early fall now.
Yes.
And then
since then, nothing
we
else.
get the fall. You know how we wanted to play. That's exactly how we get the fall now.
Yes.
And that square there, where Leon Bailey make, beat the first man. You see when the man them was counter-attacking, I count 5 versus 2,
No, man, that was unacceptable, though, my boss.
Big man, the man them flood in the back.
No, man, that was unacceptable, brother. You can't. I can't see that the counter-attack like that it's early in the game from a dead ball situation. First minute in the game.
If we were better in transition, we could have. Because, it deflect and come to the man. So, yeah, that's the unlock, yeah?
Yeah, but why was so much space over that side, my boss, though? You're right.
Because we slow in transition. It was disappointing.
It was. Even though you thought Mexico would have won, I'm sure you never think it was going to be that one side.
Big man, the 3 goal then. A free kick from a nothing ball from Bernard. Him come to the sideline, kick the ball, and chip it up in the middle of the park. The man them collect it, run away. The man low with the team by himself. All he has to do was just.
He was the one who made it. I thought it was Brown. Why I thought it was Brown?
The man low.
Boy,
make a little madman tackle. Same thing Preacher was talking about yesterday in terms of Damian Lowe with him wildness. Make a little madman tackle. Give it the free kick right there, so. Why that free kick though, special.
Yeah, man.
But when I get, what I'm disappointed most yesterday is the coach actually.
I agree.
when you see that the man is giving a space to play, you must look on your bench and say, Rastaman, come. Your time. He made the change second half and he put Bobby Reed inside. No. If you're attacking in the game, put Bobby Reed for play right back. Bobby Reed play right back for Fulham already. Bobby Reed play right back in the English Premier League.
No man, I wouldn't have gone there.
I've never seen Bobby Reed play in central midfield.
No man, he has man.
For who?
All about man, all for Fulham. What are you talking about? And when he just came to Jamaica, he played in the middle of the park.
For real?
Top midfield, yes.
Maybe I wasn't seeing it, but no, not a top midfield. I a central. Man was a central.
No man, if you go and go full out attack, man, him can be your central.
Him right back and bring on the rest.
No man, we don't want him to waste a right back.
God, man.
Me never have a problem with him moving Bobby Reed centrally. The problem I have is not bringing on whisper at the time, my boss. As Shaman Nichols say,
as you come on and make a look one run, we get a free kick.
But him could give the man a 45, man. The man give the man come on, the man show something. He shows more life than Shaman Nichols consistently through the tournament. I still bring on Shaman Nichols and put him up wide. Bring on the man, man.
Yeah. But you're a boy, I do that. You know, Sam get a red card last night.
Who that?
Really?
So we call him my boy. Yeah, I mean, understand you people.
Oh boy. You forget a red card, man. You know the only reason.
Them keep my blind, man. Him stamp the man for true, man. A red card for true.
You're a man, no. You know the reason why Liam Bales get the red, I can't refer to the him not. He refer to the now, they say no matter.
So somebody said?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, give him the red now.
Well, you can make mockery of Liam Bales. Liam Bales was playing in the roast anybody else on the field yesterday.
Zidane. We spoke about this. We spoke about you being the man. You're the big man.
No, man. No. Liam Bales not far. Hold on, my boss, man. Liam Bales are far bigger footballer than Mikel Antonio and Bobby Reed. No, even if you think, no. You hear me? If you saw Liam Bales at 18, you thought he would have been a world class player.
Yeah.
But after 7 years now, we know what Liam Bales is. So Liam Bales is a far better player than Mikel Antonio. No. So why you don't expect far better things? So why are you expecting far better things?
Him a walk approach himself to be the man, you know.
What do you mean by him a walk approach himself to be the man?
Him be the voice, you know, come from media and come tell you say the Jamaican fans are naive and them little style, you know. Remember the man started the first game, you know.
So that
remember him come out
and that I remember Leon Bailey saying some things like this team here for play around him and learn to understand
that was before. Not quite this team.
When you make these utterances, you know,
but Bull, are you an analyst or you are a mix-up man? So if you're an analyst, you know, my boss, you analyze what you see in front of you and watch well. Craig Butler said Leon Bailey in 2 years' time would have been better than Messi. You're going to say, oh, how the Craig come talk with you? You never know, say never going to be better than Messi in 2 years. You don't have to bring up that. So I'm saying, at 19, you could believe that Leon Bailey would have gone on to be a brilliant footballer, you know. But I'm saying we know what he is. He's a good footballer. Yes.
Is Leon Bailey one of the most talented players in the team?
He's a good footballer.
He's a good footballer.
He's not the brilliant as we expect. I thought he would have been.
Is he one of the best players in the team?
Yes.
Is it safe to ask the best players in the team to show up in big games?
No, but I'm saying why you outlining him? No, I'm saying the point me I make. What about the other players who are among the best players? No, me I say you're making mockery of Bailey. No, hold on, my boss. The problem I have, Bull, is that you're making a mockery of Bailey, but you just talk about the others, say they didn't play well, but you don't laugh at them and make some funny jokes about them.
I know me tell them.
It's you, Bull. Me see you your status, Bull. Me see you your status. Don't tell me nothing.
Leon Bailey done real.
You see it? See it, people? Leon Bailey dons. But we know you must say low dons.
I tell the low and good already, big man.
But you don't say low dons, my boss.
I'm done with low, but I've already said I'm done with low. You know what? I am on the.
Let me tell you what the Jamaican football team need right now. They need 4 good defenders, 4 good midfielders, and 2 good strikers. That's the team. No man, the keeper, all right.
No man, the keeper, good bad.
No, but not be play. But you know, seriously, Leon Bailey and them all great disappointing last night.
It's not their fault. No, but Bull. Hold on up. Don't move, Bull. Bull, me disappointed now, you know, Bull. I can't believe you're happy. Hold the line, Bull. Let me teach you some football.
We give you a minute.
Get customized aluminum windows and doors at Hepburn's Glass Supplies, 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. 10 years of experience guarantees satisfaction. Call or WhatsApp 876-773-4799. The time, courtesy of Hepburn's Glass Supplies, is 2 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. When someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain the virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person coughing has the disease.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Bull. So what you wanted Leon Bailey and Damari Gray to do when Lowe was just launching the ball downfield to Mikel Antonio, we lose.
All right. So what they need to do is listen before you interject what I say. I said when the ball do get to them, they are not efficient with the football. This is how I look at football. See?
When the ball get to them, where?
And listen, let me finish now. Low and all of them, they are who they are. They make me not expect no better from them. I'm saying when the ball gets to the better players, when it gets to you, make a difference. That's what me ask for.
So give me an instance.
Is that fair or unfair?
No, give me some instance where you thought Gray or Leon Bailey should have done something spectacular.
Leon got one ball lapped over the corner in the 6-yard box. The thing is, something to give him. Bobby Reed, miscontrol. Ball go behind him. He must now collect, turn, and try to get back into the 6-yard box.
I didn't see a miscontrol, my boss.
What you see then?
The defender covered him, turn, he go to the other side and knock it back.
No, that's not what the ball.
That is nitpicking doing my boss. That is nitpicking.
Maybe two different.
Not nitpicking. This is what I
You're
said.
nitpicking on the man, then my boss.
The truth is, we don't see nobody on the field yesterday who looked like a proper boss.
There you go, and it's because of how we were playing.
And
Nobody.
I understand that, but I'm saying, if you're going to lose that game, this is just my view on it.
Anyway, we have others rolling in. The more customers we have here to hold.
But as I say, when the better players them get the football, you're not sure them class. That's what I mean.
Me could have looked on the game yesterday and said there wasn't a real class player on it.
Jamaica. Good, sir.
That's my problem.
All right.
When the better players get the ball, go do something.
Exactly. Well, me never see it yesterday.
All right.
Music.
Music.
Cool,
it's music. What time I fly off?
Yeah,
man?
After 2, man.
That's why I run off, Bull.
Yeah.
I brought to you by Edgecombe Paints for people who dream in color. And as you know, people, Nicholas look like him ready. Ready. Nicholas said ready. Hold on, Nicholas. I'm not ready yet, Nicholas. All right. All right. Here you go. Today's what? Thursday. So this one is from Junior Tucker. Lord, I lift your name on high. Big show.
Father God, I just want to thank you for this chain link of love. Brother JT, testify.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. Yeah. I'm so glad you're in my life. And I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Oh, Lord, you came from heaven to earth to leave it all. Oh, my Savior, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, to the sky, Lord, I lift your name on high.
My Lord, I lift your name on high. How I love to sing your praises. And I'm so glad you're in my life.
All right, Junior Tucker. Lord, we lift your name on high. Brought to you by HKM Paints for people who dream in color.
All right, so we move on. Is that Berto we're seeing there?
Yes, sir. Well, go on.
How do you do, Berto?
Well, we're there. Go on, make an easy one harder,
Yeah.
First thing I have to say, thank God for track and field because, my God, man, our football, our cricket is abhorrent, man. Abhorrent.
Oh, my God.
No, I want to talk to the guru, Zidane, right?
Yes, Berto.
That game last night, I'll be honest with you, I only watched one half because there's a pattern against Mexico that has evolved for many years now. Like, if you've been watching Jamaica, Mexico from in the 90s, Mexico come out the blocks hard all the time, and they always attack us from the flanks.
Yes.
And cross those balls, and there's always a problem of two Mexicans wide open and no defender moving. No,
I don't think Mexico just attack from flanks. Mexico swarm with like bees all over the field.
But you see, that's the thing. That's where they always play us. But the flank is where they normally get the goal from. The flank is where the ball normally coming from. And it's always an open field. Now, a lot of people are not going to want to hear this. But the one coach that we had that cauterized that situation was Tapa. Because when we played Mexico in 2017 in the Gold Cup, and I was at that game in Denver, it was 0-0. It was a defensive masterpiece.
Yes.
Mexico couldn't run at us the way that they normally do. And a number of times that we've played Mexico when Tapa is around, it is something that I've seen.
You had the one in the qualifiers as well when we draw 0-0. Probably should have won that.
Exactly. Here's the thing. I can tell you how a Mexico game is going to go.
And he almost, even though the Mexico ball was him almost get a draw in the last qualifier as well in Mexico. You know, when I thought he made some bad changes and we lost it at the end. So.
But how you know a game against Mexico is going to go with Jamaica? You see, the first 20 minutes, Mexico don't score, it's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mexico, if you go back through the time, if you go back from the 90s, right, till now, whenever Mexico plays us and ball us, it's always that they swarm us early and get an early goal, and then from there on, it's just a problem.
Yeah.
Now, what disappoints me, well, I'm not going to kill the coach Hallgrim because it's his first time against Mexico. Is it our second?
Second game against Mexico, yes.
Well, Mexico is smart. Mexico knew what they were doing last night, right? Now we have a bunch of new personnel in the team. But my biggest problem is at the back. Damian Lowe is there as the anchor for so many years. Why is it, I pray and ask, why is it that we keep getting these crosses coming over and so many of the attacking opponents are wide open? If you go back and watch the film, and if you stop it, right, you will see how many Jamaicans are way up on top of the 18-yard box and the Mexicans are down in the penalty area. And you ask yourself the question, we don't track, we don't mark.
Yeah, we were kind of slow in transition
Explain
defense.
that to me, Zidane.
No, we were very slow in the transition defending yesterday, for true. Even the commentator highlighted it at one point.
And that is how a team like Mexico exploits us. And Mexico, you see, when Mexico come against us, in the first 20 minutes, they don't get that now. You know what happens to Mexico? They normally drop back and get into a different kind of game. And that's how we have a chance against them. But if you want to give them an opportunity to run at us and come at us from the flanks and pass these balls and nobody is there to track and stop the defenders, I don't see how you can have that first goal that scored. That defender was wide open, not a man near to him.
Mm-hmm.
Not a man was near to him. If you look around the field, you can see other guys way far, like 5 feet from him, just looking.
Yes.
And if Damian Lowe, and I don't want to blame Damian because it's not him alone, but I want to know who is the anchor for our defense. Because how it normally is supposed to work is the anchor for your defense is supposed to be talking. Man, to make sure that every man marking a man. But it seems to me that the man is just asleep. Nobody's the anchor of the defense to shout and say man, and point out over mark who is to cover. Am I wrong in what I'm seeing or what?
No, man, you're not half, man. Let's be thankful that America, USA won't be a part of the qualification.
No, but that's not the point, though.
I agree with you, my boss.
The bigger issue to me is this, right? It seems to me the thing about Jamaica football over the years, it seems to me no matter the coach, no matter the personnel on the field, there are certain things we have always been poor at. One, holding the ball, right?
Yep.
2, defending crosses. Those 2 things, and 3, making good passes in midfield and playing strong out of the midfield. Those to me are the three weakest areas of Jamaica's football over the years.
Yeah, man, the midfield one by far it is.
In fairness, all the water cost Tupper, all the water, Tupper helped to stop some of those problems. Not all of them. Not all of them. But I'm not, if you look back on some of the Tupper, I remember in 2017 I went to all the Gold Cup games in the preliminary round. And I can tell you, we played at different level of ball in terms of defensively and from the midfield. This team, to be honest with you, everybody was getting all excited and ray. The truth is the team never really looked good enough. We just never really get punished. The USA was the one game that I thought we had to win, that we didn't win.
There are some pluses to that team.
This team has talent, you know. Those have talent, you know.
First time we're going to a Gold Cup with 9 different goal scorers, which is a plus. Granted, there's some bramble opposition.
That's a good thing, and to me, that's not a good thing.
I mean, it can't be a bad thing. You can knock your main strikers for not getting goals. But
let me say why I say it's not a good thing. When you play, if you look on the US team who scored them goals, one guy scored 2 hat-trick already, right?
How can it be a bad thing that you're getting goals from all over the club?
Let me explain.
You can say
your
that
your attackers are there to score. What it is saying to me, and again, other football experts may say I'm wrong and I'm talking stupidly, but what it is saying to me is that your goals are random. When your attackers are scoring, it means that you're scoring off a process. You're playing the ball to a particular system, and the goals are coming from that way. When you have 9 men scoring, to me, it's saying it's more random that the goals are coming and not build up. That is what I am seeing. Now, I could be wrong. Listen, I ain't no football coach, but that's what I'm seeing.
It's good.
Need to be scoring.
It's good when you have different people scoring, but I like what you're saying.
Listen,
you want to know that these are the players who are consistent.
My attackers scoring, because when my attackers scoring, it says to me that your system.
Because we were wondering if Mikel Antonio, the youth attack upon USA, was scored the 2 hat-tricks. Yeah. He scored again, you know, even though they lost on penalty. He was the one who got the equalizer, so they could look forward to him doing something. We never
we could always say that is a one-dimensional team. But if him not score no goal, then come from
no. What I'm saying is you want to see goals coming from your attackers.
Actually, I want to see both. You know, I want to see my main striker scoring, but I also want goals to be coming from elsewhere.
I want my attackers scoring. You know why? If you look on the games,
come on, you're making it sound as if it's one or the other.
I don't think he's disagreeing with you, Roberto.
I want my main scorers to score, but I'm saying I also want goals to be coming from elsewhere.
Because
so I was disappointed that Mikel Antonio, for example, and Leon Bailey and the Damari Grays weren't getting more goals.
Yes.
I am disappointed with that, but I have to be happy that there were 9 goal scorers in the tournament.
No, but it says to me, Orville, when you don't see any goals coming from your attackers, it says to me that your system and your build-up from midfield to forward is probably not effective.
Orville is not disagreeing with the point, Roberto. I understand the point you're making.
I am disappointed with the strikers and happy that goals were coming from. The two positions can coexist.
Yes.
Yeah, big up to all the track and field athletes for the great try, and I wish them all the best.
Yeah,
Berto.
All right, Berto.
Big up thyself.
Yeah, man. Good call, my boss.
All right.
We'll be coming back
after the break.
Need to spruce up those clothes or take a break from the washing? Then visit New Look Dry Cleaners and Launderers at 120 Red Hills Road, Kingston 19, or Shop 23 Manor Park Plaza for speedy service and the very best prices. Everything will look like new. Be part of the thousands of satisfied customers. Call 925-9464 or 931-1305. Get the best look at New Look.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. We're back online here. Yes. CC from Portmore. Hello. CC is alive.
Yeah, because they never chip it, they never patch me in it.
Me don't know what. But them patch you in now. What go?
You know, there. Arvin, I ask a question.
Yes.
If Brazil play Jamaica, who are you picking?
What kind of question? Then?
No, just answer the question. You just need to choose a team.
Brazil.
Argentina versus Trinidad.
Argentina.
So picking Mexico in a game with Mexico versus Jamaica, where Mexico has been a much more dominant team historically, even presently in modern times. Would you say that is very guru-like?
Did Orville pick Mexico?
But no, it was saying, for example, when I say the crystal ball, so I'm
No, I
saying
say him thought the game would have ended in a draw and go to penalties.
oh, but as I said before, though, like for me, if a man pick Mexico for win last night,
Hold on. But ask Zidane. Well, Zidane is a madman. Because Zidane did pick Jamaica.
no, but I said Zidane picking Jamaica is Zidane picked Jamaica partly because he's Jamaican and
Me, Christopher Zidane Matthews biased towards Jamaican footballer.
So and know me you fear cuss, no?
No, but hold on. CC, you have to retract. No, CC, hold on. You don't listen to the program.
So you see me take the pressure off of
Me
myself.
partial to Jamaican footballers. Me, Christopher Zidane Matthews, when the people in beat them and rate Jamaican. Me,
Zidane.
Listen, it's me telling us that Jamaica can't play football, my boss. Don't come to me about me partial towards Jamaica and pick Jamaica because I'm not Jamaican. If me believe that Jamaica get 10 love, less of them would have said it, my boss. Don't try that with me, CC.
Zidane, me say when the squad pick here, Zidane. Oh, we have Zidane. Remember, say you're on record as being saying that we have the best squad in the team.
I never said any such thing, my boss.
What, Zidane, you did not say that.
I said we have one of the best teams. I never said we have the best team.
Zidane, when the team picks Zidane, I say, oh, you mean five Premier League players just won the dropout still. 4 Premier League players. Oh, with this team, I'm supposed to go far and impossibly win the tournament. So Zidane would have.
I said that.
So I'm saying to you, based on what you had said before, you would have been picking them right through to come up to this point last night.
Yeah, but no, Matt, you said I was picking them because I'm a Jamaican. And I'm saying you can't do that to my career, my boss. I don't operate that way. Because me are the man who tell us that Jamaica cannot play football.
Yeah, but it's a certain man, Zidane, because I show you, say, when you see the amalgamation of players, it's like...
But it was the Mexicans haven't been great in recent times. The American Center C team and the Jamaicans in a full strength team with comprising Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, Michael Antonio, Bobby Reed.
That they should have.
So it was a pretty good team in terms of talent. They could have done the job. It's not a bramble thing to pick Jamaica for win the tournament.
No, I'm not saying it's a bramble thing, you know. I'm just saying to you that say even the fact that we lose our 3-0. But moving on to the point where I say for me, and I said this before, it was worrisome for me when time we not really win much games in the friendly matches, even though people want to say practice matches. But when you come full circle now, we played Mexico already, Andra. So we'll give that. But since the tournament, this is the best team that we faced since the tournament.
Yeah.
And we get 3-0. So my thing is this. Is it going to be a scenario where once we face the best team, this is what we are going to be up against? Because even when persons were saying that, even when it is said that we have 9 different players scoring goals, we still have to look on the opposition because Trinidad and Tobago and St. Kitts and Nevis. Like
I'm saying we would have played some of these teams before, man. I would not score so many goals, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Jamaica scored 10 goals in a 3-game period. You tell me the last time we did that.
If we scored last time we scored 10 goals in a 3-game period?
In competitive football.
No, because because we have never gotten these type of teams.
They wanna play Caribbean Cup, CC.
We
wanna play Caribbean Cup.
No, if we are saying we're playing Caribbean Cup, score. I don't know if we have scored 10 goals in 3 games in the Caribbean Cup.
I remember the last time we did that. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but Jamaica is traditionally not a high scoring team. 10 goals in 3 games and then beat Guatemala. Me all right, you know. I said if the coach get to the semifinals, him get a pass mark for me. Me never really expect we to beat Mexico, to be honest. But me never expect Mexico don't make it look so hard.
For me though, the thing about it is though, I think even in the middle, my thing is this, Orville, let's come back to the thing where you are fight all the while now. About the saying the importance of in-game management and coaching in terms of on the day coaching.
Yeah.
because the coach in the game when we are losing 1-0, and you realize the 20 minutes gone of the game and the way in which the game is going. Me I say, yo, why not adjust and stop and play three at the back? And then even if half time come, I think half time we down what 2-0 Zidane?
Yes. Yeah.
So half time we down 2-0. Why not go three at the back? Take out Deshaun Bernard.
Well, he did do something different right of the second.
Yeah, but me I say put in Daniel Johnson, go to a 3-man midfield.
No. What I'm saying to you want him to do something else, but he did make some adjustments in this.
Yeah, but I'm saying the adjustments that he made, he makes some adjustments.
No, but you're saying he didn't make any adjustment. No, you're saying he didn't make any adjustment even in the second half, and I'm pointing here that he did.
No, he made adjustment in the second half.
Yeah.
But my thing is that the way in which I think aside from in the group stage, the way in which the coach take time to make substitution. Where I mean, I say in the first part, they must say, oh, they missed the window where they would make.
Yeah, that's what I want. Me not say carrying on Whisper for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Whisper is your one X factor. You don't
unknown.
Yeah, you don't know.
When Bowser came on the field.
But we've been bringing on Bowser for the world tournament and we not get nothing out of Bowser, big man.
Exactly.
Bowser look like him can't play football no better than nobody else.
Exactly.
He was just not having a great tournament. He made look well in the one next tournament.
Yes.
Yeah,
but every time Whisper come on the field, you get the feeling that
looks like
chance up.
Bowser look unfit. Zidane, Bowser look unfit.
So that's why I blame the coach. But Mexico better than we, man.
Yeah, but I say 2 man in the team look unfit, you know. Which one they on the bench him not play again after that?
Which is Taxi. Hey, you know, Mr. Taxi with a pizza box there, man, when after the Guatemala game, the celebration. And I'm not surprised that he was the one that was eating. Nicholas, it's not a joke, you know.
Bowser look unfit. So my question is this: why did Ravel Merson not make the team? Because right now it cannot be on the basis of fitness. Because 2 men in the team right now, we're not fit none at all. When we look for them and they play, them are not fit none at all.
I go and leave you with the CC because I have some of that. You see the brother named Demario Phillips will play for
Mount Pleasant.
Him can't do no worse than
he could have listen, Orville, all the friendly games that he played at Trinidad ones, they didn't play the first one, play the second one. The games leading up to this tournament, the man look the part. He look the part and he's busy and he work hard, so them can't say he work hard. And he's confident in going for the ball and turning and trying to distribute. So he could have been a part.
See, you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, the final thing I'm saying, that is why me always say, if you call so much players, you cannot tell me, say, yo, we understand so our league is not the best league, right? But we see Panama, we see other countries them picking players from out of them local league. Our league might not be the best league, but the fact say you bring up even the guy, Demario Phillips. One player must have been there who could have interjected.
All right.
You know, we can speak in hindsight because the man would have done better than.
No man, Preacher was calling for him before. Preacher said he was surprised. And
I'll leave you with this. We know say some of them. I understand the coach have picked the Burks and the Bowsers. Them have play a bigger league. But in hindsight, which makes us all geniuses, I don't know if the one of them leading goal scorer would be doing any worse. What do you name? And this probably not
not Stuart. Stuart never looked good in the practice games. Maybe
but we leave it there, some about. We leave it there, so.
All right. Big up.
All right.
Medforest.
Hey, I promise you, Orville, that your crystal ball, if a crystal ball say you're going to win, and your crystal ball did say you're going to win, so we're going to lose, so I forgive it.
No, the crystal ball said we're not going to win the game in 90 minutes.
Yes, that's what
so me I say,
I never call.
Maybe we are going to try it.
You know,
and
I will come like you want to say Mexico beat you, but you did afraid.
That's
what I say.
Yeah. Hold on. Zidane.
Yes.
Everybody talking. Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
But you know what Mexican did? Everybody talk about the Mexican job. It's called the Jamaican job.
What that mean?
If you analyze the game yesterday, it was the Jamaican job. I'll explain what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So the great Mikel Antonio, it's not that he wasn't good. They assigned 2 men to him. If he got to style it, it's 2 man.
Every time.
If him go outside to take about you, it's 2 man.
Every time. Yes.
Listen, the Mari Gray was our outlet. The Mari Gray dropped deep. 2 men was beside him. Till him ever take the shot. 2 men stand up beside him. You know, watching the game, you know, the only way we could have won this game is if our holding midfielder was taken off and we put on attacking midfielder to go to the midfield and challenge them. We have to come off of the man them.
Yes.
People analyzing this football like it's rocket science. Listen, that is why Arsenal do so well in the league.
Yeah,
that when
Medforest
forward them double team,
Yeah, because
the midfield.
remember, Latimer there and Lambert are no real threat in attacking capacity. So you could help off them. You help off them, yes.
Exactly. So everybody talking hindsight is 20. It's a Jamaican job. They did a job on us. If you play on next side, we need them. But they're smart enough to say, listen, when we get a chance, we're going to take it. But you see, as far as you're concerned, you see all the wing back, if you watch Justin Brown, they had a lot of space. The wing back had a lot of space because guess what? Their wingers were in our forward space. Leon Bailey couldn't turn. Them kicking them, step on him, even when he went deep. People not watching the game, you know. People not, I can't believe they're not intelligent to football. They did that. They just said all the Premier League man must be accounted for. They didn't care about everybody else. So the other people had all the space and time in the world except those guys. Because they know that those guys could hurt them. So they did the Jamaican job.
Totally outplayed us and outsmart us. Everything.
Yeah, because when I look at it, you know, I say, but you see, the coach was smart. The coach was smart. Because even when we start attacking and start playing the early balls, them know say Bowser not fast, you know. So they know worry about Bowser. The other one, them were quicker. So when them see that now, we start pick it up, them make change quickly. To all the man them who look windy, them take them off and put on more reinforcement. And that's what it is. It wasn't about them attacking us, you know. It was about them sitting up and pick up who we are likely to use. The wing game, the man them counteract that. 2 man outside there on either side. So they put 2 on the center half and 2 on either wing. So the only way we could have scored.
You know something else that jumped out at me. This is the first time in 5 games that we trailed. And it's like we never know what to do.
Yes.
Right.
Clueless.
They make sure
Shell shock.
as the game started.
You get me idea?
Yes.
Every other game,
we went ahead. Yes.
Right. So they hit us as the game started. So that make us double think.
It's like the man I don't know. Because I don't think the gap between Mexico and Jamaica, if them play next week, would be this wide. Yeah.
No.
I think that team went into that game a little bit too confident.
Yes.
After you get that goal, boom! It's like them just lose it. We are not as bad as how we looked yesterday.
Not at all.
We can't see it for the first time.
That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm very upset.
Look away.
You're right to be upset, Jason. You're right to be upset.
All right.
All right.
Med Forest, big up yourself, man.
Big up yourself.
All right.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Rory McIlroy says he would retire if Live Golf was the last place to play golf on earth. The world number 3 was responding to revelations that he and Tiger Woods could have been offered Live team ownership as part of the PGA Tour's proposed merger with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. Both players have been vocal critics of the Saudi-backed breakaway Live Tour. McIlroy says there is quite a bit of apathy surrounding the merger process. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Big things I've won on my Excel.
Big discount for the civil servant.
Big things I've won on my Excel.
For my Excel card the important.
Big things I've won on my Excel.
Government work are you significant.
Nurses, teachers, firemen, police, all civil servants. Big things are happening at Excel Auto Parts. 50% discounts on all your Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Honda, Mazda, Suzuki, and Subaru parts. Excel Auto, your auto parts hub. 95.5 Agni Park Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 923-2356
or 426-1769.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel.
Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier.
Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today.
No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Enter the Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion and win your share of $1 million in cash. All you have to do is purchase $3,000 worth of Purina products. Complete entry form or write on paper your name, contact information, and complete the slogan. Attach receipt. Mail to P.O. Box 420, Kingston 6, or drop in boxes at participating stores. Promotion ends August 14, 2023. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act. Purina, your pet, our passion. Distributed by Caramed Group Limited, Consumer Division.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Here we go. We have Dwight Shatu, who will allow both of us to talk today, I'm sure. Hi, Dwight Shatu.
Hey, Orville, how you doing?
I am doing great.
Orville, this is not Monday.
Also,
right?
so what you're telling me that to say?
I'm just making you know this is not Monday.
Oh,
this is not the time
Monday.
where we're going to agree on the points, and when we agree on the points, you feel nice. This is a day where we're going to disagree on the points.
No. As long as I don't have a problem with you disagreeing, but just like how you said something, and you make me say something, fine. So your turn now.
Yeah, but Orville, I also can't take 15 seconds to say all of the something that I have to say.
All right, we're going to time you. How long you want to say all you have to say? And you're going to give me back the same time.
Give me a minute.
You have stopwatch?
Yeah, man, I'll check the time.
All right, hold on. Let me show you find stopwatch. You'll give you back your time. All right, it's 2:33. Go on.
All right. Orville, the first thing I spoke to you about yesterday is the sheer inconsistency that you have towards Bonner. I'm going to say this, and I personally have never seen it happen in cricket. You cannot say you understand the dropping of a player because his form has fallen off. And then that player goes and plays some competitive cricket match and his form is deplorable. And then you come back later to say that player should be starting in international test cricket. We don't talk.
Okay. This why me do you make like that long? Yes. I can't believe do I come back to this way. Okay, do I? My argument with Bonner is that I know from some inside sources that they were very concerned about his batting against fast bouncy bowling. They didn't feel like after he got hit in Australia, they didn't want to play him against South Africa. Why they didn't play him against Zimbabwe is a mystery to me. They sent him back home to get in some cricket, didn't get to complete the season because of injury. But now India are here with an attack predominantly based on spin. They feel that kind of bowling is something that he's probably one of the best in the region at, to the point where they invited him to the training squad. I understand that as well. Now, I keep telling you that there's a difference between understanding something and agreeing with something. I didn't think Bonner should be dropped in Zimbabwe. Do I understand that after a string of low scores, the selector had reasons to look at you and say, boy, you're not performing? Yes, I understand. Should they give, do they treat others differently? Yes, because I think some other people get some longer run. But do I understand it? Yes. Do I understand why they call him back for India? Flatter pitches, more spin-based? Yes, I do. I don't say, what about that you think I'm contradicting myself? Your turn.
Okay. So if you understand why he was dropped for the game in Zimbabwe.
No, I didn't. No.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, you said you understood. When we were complaining, you say you understood.
No, I don't
get him dropped.
I don't understand why I would have played him in Zimbabwe.
Lord of mercy. All of this started from he was dropped in Zimbabwe.
Which me not agree.
You say you understand. Remember,
I understand
this. Play some practice game.
Yeah.
And never spent no run.
I understand.
So you understood. Yes.
Yeah,
but you understand
not agree.
Him being dropped in Zimbabwe. Because you say you understood why he was dropped in Zimbabwe.
Not agree though.
But then you also must understand that the guy who played for him in Zimbabwe played well and they kept the same team for South Africa. So you understand Zimbabwe and South Africa. Now if you also understand that him come back to the Caribbean play 4 innings, average 10.75, then you also understand why he didn't go on the 18 tour to Bangladesh. Now, if you understand that, tell me at what point in time you understand him starting. Explain how you understand him starting.
I don't think
because you understand.
All right, remember you say your talk and then me talk. I don't think he was fit enough when the 18 tour was arranged. He was still recovering from that leg injury he got in the regional game, his final regional game. So he was going through a period of, what you call it, something like rehabilitation. But they still had him in mind to the point where they called 18 for the camp, and he was part of that 18. I understand different opposition, different tracks, bowling that you have shown that you can do well against in the past, and we call you back for the camp.
Do it.
Me not understand.
We can come in
I can understand that.
Zidane, I don't know why Orville not understand.
No, me can't. Hold on. You know,
fundamental question.
You know,
Go ahead, Zidane. Let me hear you.
I understand your point, you know. But let me tell you why me get Orville point as well. You see, if they had not picked him for the 18, I could understand. If they didn't pick him for the 18, the first 18 that they selected,
yeah.
If they didn't put him in that at all, then Orville would have an argument. I think Orville is coming off the basis of the fact that they brought him into that, mean they thought he could still contribute, and he's saying that after luck, then based on the team that we are playing and the conditions, he could be a part of it.
If you think he is among your best players, because now we're going to play India, would they have called him back in an 18 if we were going to Australia? I doubt it.
Well,
against India, we know that India are going to come with some spinners. We expect the pitches to be flat down at them place there. They feel that all right, maybe here is where your confidence would come back after that thing there. I'm just wondering after that now why you still didn't play him. And I talked to him yesterday. He said he was batting quite well in the nets. So that is my question.
But Orville, this practice squad that you're picking, this is a squad that was picked while several players were engaged in a World Cup qualifier. True or false?
Yes.
Yeah. So how you know that he was
batsmen were part of?
How do you know that?
None of the batsmen were in the World Cup qualifier.
Orville. Minister asked, how you know that he wasn't just picked to put together numbers? How do you know that?
You asked me a question. You're going to let me to answer now?
Yeah, man. Me leave it to answer. Remember, we're talking about starting, in the start.
I'm saying 11. I'm wondering why he can't be at least in the squad.
Orville, we're talking about the starting 11.
You are talking about the starting 11. I'm saying I am talking about the 30 at least. No,
you didn't come on the radio yesterday and complain that he should have been in the starting 11.
He should have at least been considered, and for you to be considered, you'd have to be in the squad.
Orville, you're not saying anything that makes any sense. You're supporting a player coming back into the starting 11 without any competitive cricket.
Why did they call him for the squad, for the 18?
But that's a practice squad. That don't mean that every player who get called there is going to make the final 11.
You're not answering
some of them will get called. Most of them they won't be in the final 11.
I'm asking you a question. Why did they feel?
Isn't it true that some of the players?
When you answer my question, then I'll answer yours. Why did they call him back for that training squad?
Orville, the answer to your question can be answered with my question.
No.
Unless you can show me that every player who was called to that 18 was guaranteed.
Nobody was guaranteed a game.
Shot. No, had a realistic shot in starting in the 11. Then you can't say because he was called to that practice man squad means that means that he had a way back. I don't agree with you.
I'm saying the fact that they called him to go to that 18-man camp means that they legitimately thought he was in with a chance to resume his career.
I want to move to another point. Anybody in the Caribbean, from Trinidad, from Barbados, had made this point that a player starts in the West Indies after showing poor form and has not played a competitive game to get back into the level. Me and you would be here.
Here's one of the things that you said something. Here's one of the things that I know. One of their concerns was Bonner's confidence after being hit in Australia. They feel that he hadn't quite sufficiently recovered from being hit. Remember the point? Not once, but twice. And they felt that he needed some time away from the game because they feel that after he got hit in Australia and had to retire, remember he was hit against South Africa. They felt that here's a youngster whose confidence may have been shattered. I feel that they feel enough time has now elapsed after being hit, to the point where they feel that that hit is no longer a recent memory. He's had enough time out of the game, and they felt that against India, against spinners, without India's main pace bowlers and wickets likely to be flatter, that he could be a contribution again. I have no problem with that kind of reasoning at all.
Okay. So let me just tell you, some of the players who are in this 18, Kaveem Hodge. You thought Kaveem Hodge was going to start for the West Indies?
Was Kaveem Hodge?
McAllister. You think Jay McAllister was going to start? Markina Minley. You thought Markina Minley because...
But you're asking me the questions and you're not allowing me to answer, though.
You said because Bonner was called to this practice squad. Then you thought that he had a realistic shot of starting. So you thought because Kaveem Hodge was called to that...
You asked me the question and give me a chance to answer.
A chance of playing in the 11.
You asked me the question. Are you going to allow me to answer?
Yeah, man.
The difference between Nkrumah Bonner and Kaveem Hodge is one has a 38 average in Test cricket, the other one doesn't. So here is an established player, given West Indian context, who has proven that he has been there, done that before, and they are doing everything, well, I thought, to try to resume his career. That's not the same thing with Hodge. That's not the same thing with Jay McAllister. That's not the same thing with whatever I mean.
No.
You don't see the difference.
No. That don't count. Because the last time we were on this topic and I brought up Singh-Dear's average, you were very adamant that a farm you watch. Zidane, you don't remember that? When you tell me how many innings Banana scored a runs. And Banner went off and added 4 more innings in competitive games where he didn't score.
Different opposition.
So
time has elapsed.
There's
the fact that them call him back in the 18, that is all of these change.
Orville, you don't have a point. You're simply flip-flopping. You didn't consider his average then, so you can't consider it now.
All right, let me just repeat. You're in my time now. You say something. You say something, Mr. Something, man. That's how I say.
Go on.
Bonner got hit in Australia and did not play a next test match after that. That is how them are going to argue it, you know. He was having a string of low scores, and the selectors felt that his string of low scores was in part due to that hit when he get in Australia. South Africa, then Australia. They felt that playing him against opposition where the bowling is likely to be fast and bouncy would give him less chance to succeed. That is behind us. It's in the way I play now.
You tell me I get my time in.
All right, we'll give you.
They will give you a minute.
Since you're at least allowing me to say something, we'll give you a minute after that.
Come in.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45. Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back-to-school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, one of the best sports programs on radio. The Scoreboard features informative, investigative, and hard-hitting sports discussions with top-quality guests. Join us 5 to 6 p.m. with our A-list hosts as we inform and entertain. That's The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, 5 to 6 p.m.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Dwight, we're doing well so far. You will get your part.
Yeah, let me come off this, because you think that there was significance to him being called in the 11, in the 18. I'm telling you that they were making up numbers.
They could have made up numbers with anybody else, man.
The other batsmen that they could have used, King, Harty, those guys were playing in a World Cup qualifier. So the other batsmen who would have been the player who would have been selected instead of Bonner, they were in Zimbabwe or wherever playing cricket. So that wasn't possible. I just think he was called to me.
All right. You said something now. But you said something. Give me a chance to respond to that. Jason Holder and Alzari Joseph were both in Zimbabwe as well. When the West Indies realized that they would not qualify for the tournament again, both Holder and Alzari Joseph were shipped back to the Caribbean. If they genuinely felt that Brandon King and who's the other one you call?
Brandon King and Carty.
And Carty were genuine contenders for this first test in India, they would be shipped to the Caribbean.
That's not what I said. That's
not
what
you said that.
I said that the players who they would have brought into that 18-man squad to make up numbers, who would have been selected ahead of Bonner, were in Zimbabwe.
And that,
so
but you know, you
so King would not have made the start, but he would have been brought into the 18 to make up numbers.
No, but hold on. I'm saying there were other people in Zimbabwe who were sent back to the West Indies.
The only ones who were sent back were players who were going to make the final at 11.
So that means that them never sure Brandon King would make the 11.
So the only two players them sent back were sure making the 11.
Which means that Brandon King...
Holder. No, stop, man. You make your point. The only two players that them sent back was Jason Holder and Alzari. And Alzari Jones.
Yes.
All right? Yeah,
so that means nobody else was sure. Which means Brandon King was not a sure thing.
Was not a sure pick for the 11.
But what it told me is that they were looking at the possibility of Bonner in a way that they weren't looking at.
Not really.
Brandon.
He was just there to make up numbers. He was not going to make it into the final.
I don't know that.
But let's move to something else.
Yeah.
Orville.
Yeah.
I think this thing that we're seeing in terms of the West Indies poor form.
Yeah.
We need to start to seriously look about what we have discussed before in putting systems in place to have our cricketers transition from an under 19 level to a test cricket level. I've said this before, that I don't think the issue is that we don't have any talented players at 19 or anything like that. We look at Brathwaite. Joe Root could not walk in Brathwaite's shoes. Baba Azam was just around the same level at which Brathwaite was. We look at Paran. This youth here, Ben Duckett, who just start play test cricket and average 90. He was at around the same level at which Paran is at. What we have seen is a falling off for different reasons about these players.
My time to say something now.
What we need to do is put a system in place that these are our cricketers from 19 right through to test cricket.
Not disagreeing with you. Not none of that to disagree. I think that more can be done between 19 and
no, a big part of that, this is where you not go disagree. A big part of that is a recognition that most of the players who we have playing regional cricket are not at a premier level. And what we need to do is have a tournament like the Week Settle Series, where we pick out the premium, 40 players, whatever it is, and we play those players. So good players are playing against players who are very good more frequently.
Can't disagree with that either.
So you agree with Dwight Chatu that we need to extend the Week Settle Series. Good discussion.
I agree that we need to play more first-class cricket.
You agree that we need to have.
But you asked me the question.
You can't agree.
You asked me the question. You asked me the question. Remember, we decided. So when you said something, I got to say something.
Say something.
Thank you very much. Now I agree that we must play more first-class cricket, and if more first-class cricket mean more best of the best, I have no problem because it means more cricket. But the best. Let me not done. But the best of the best should not come at the expense of general first-class cricket between country and country. We leave it there, Dwight. We can leave it there.
Orville, you're saying that you prefer to have more of the cricket, more of the regional cricket that we have now, than to have more high-quality regional cricket.
All right, so that was a question. Am I allowed to answer?
It's a question. Yeah, man, it's a question.
I want, generally, your argument is sound, that the best versus the best is ideal. I'm saying until we get to that point where the players are G'd up for it, which I don't know that yet. It may get to that point where the players are G'ing up. But I'm telling you that for now, when I talk to the regional cricketers, they are more keyed up to play against Guyana and Barbados and Trinidad. I don't talk to a regional cricketer before a first-class season and say, wait for me and them boy and the best versus best game.
Final question, I'll leave it at that.
Right.
You are saying that you prefer more Mickey Mouse cricket that players are G'd up for, than high-quality players that you, Orville, right now are not 100% convinced that they're G'd up for. You're saying that you prefer more of the regional cricket that, according to you, players are G'd up for, that don't produce high-quality batsmen, rather than to put the best players together and run the risk that they're not G'd up for it?
I want the players to go into the games thinking intensity, thinking.
Come on, yes or no?
You
Just
ask me
answer
the
my
question, allow me
and
to
it's,
answer.
and it's yes or no.
I'm not going to answer yes or no. I want a chance
go
to
ahead.
explain. But
Okay, go
no,
ahead.
man, we've been at it for a while. You
All
did
right,
well
no problem.
today. Call us tomorrow. All right, and he laughed. Who we have now? That wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. Dwight is learning how to have a discussion.
Why are you signaling? We're taking some text on.
I am proud of myself for getting Dwight to learn the capacity to think and reason without trying to browbeat the witness. Dwight, if I can get you to start having a conversation, then I must be doing pretty well at this. He has some good points, which is the problem with Dwight.
Yes.
Dwight Chateau has great points. Dwight Chateau must also understand that I have great points. And the two great points can be contended without one trying to stop the other one from making those great points. But he's learning little by little. And I'm sure the listening public is benefiting from it. What would you know, my boss?
Text messages.
All right,
go to some text.
Remember the numbers. 876-968-8117. So 968-8117. Call that and let your voice be heard. All right, some text now.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right, here's the first one. Good afternoon, gents. I've often told you that horse racing is more gambling than it is a sport. This is from Victor. Well, it's both a sport and gambling.
Yeah.
I think more people see it as a sport than gambling.
It is a sport for sure.
Because not everybody who watches horse racing gambles on horse racing. But everybody who watches horse racing accept that it's a sporting spectacle. So I would think more people sees it as a sport than an avenue to gamble.
Yes.
So I'm not sure I agree with that text up right there. What we have now? All right, we go back to the call. Hello.
All right. Yeah, man. The number is 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. What is the latest score in the?
Well, let me see if I can find it. Boy. I'm on then on my phone here, pressure me about Carnival. Carnival will make 90 not out. I mean, I tell you about the not out thing. Not Carnival fault that everybody out round left him. Why me?
Where my cost Carnival say?
Say Carnival too fat, him shouldn't have played. Oh. The man who made 90 not out, the man who bowl 11 overs at 22 runs. Cheaper than Holder. Remember Holder, the man Alzari them not out nobody neither. Him not out nobody, Alzari them not out nobody. And him a go for runs. Cheaper. He's more economical. But we not cost Alzari. We are cost the fat man. So at them thing I mean I understand without the people them reasoning up here. So let me tell you what the thing I say. I hope you're listening. Me not calling it. But call the show. So here we go now. So Roach bowl 11 overs, none for 31. He's going at 2.8 and over. Alzari, 11 overs, none for 56. He's going at 5.09 per over. Cornwall, 11 overs, none for 22. Going at 2 per over. So him in this match is more economical than the two slim pace. Holder, 13.6 overs done for 28. Also going at 2. So we now cost the two big pace. The two slim pace. But we are cost Carnival. And Carnival did make 19 not out. Okay? Carnival make more than Shiv Boy. He make more than Reefer. He make more than Blackwood. He make more than the Silver.
He's only the skipper make more than him and Atenes.
There you go. And well, Jason make. Yeah, he make more than Jason.
Yes.
And the man not out. We can't go and like him not out. And it means something so nobody still never out him.
Well, I did not out. I
did not out. 19 not out is not the same as 19 and him liquor your stump. He must be given credit so that the Indian them could note him. And the man on my phone, I cost him. Not Blackwood, not Reefer, not the Foxer Roach and the other man, and Alzari. Alzari got 5 and over. No wicket. Didn't do nothing, but it's Carnival because it shows how biased we are, my boss.
Yeah, man.
It shows how biased we are. My argument is pick the better man then, whether them fat or them maga. And in this game so far, Cornwall is not the person who is performing the worst. So if we are going to blame people based on how they are performing, Cornwall would have been probably the third or fourth last name you forgot. Okay? But this is how we are.
All right, Nicholas, we'll take the break, we'll play the music, and then we'll come back to the program.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you. The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, one of the best sports programs on radio. The Scoreboard features informative, investigative, and hard-hitting sports discussions with top-quality guests. Join us 5 to 6 p.m. with our A-list hosts as we inform and entertain. That's The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, 5 to 6 p.m.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
One cup of blessing. It's me. Yes, it's me. Tune in to KLAS FM 89 with the German brother Frisco Morgan. Your DJ is Joseph. Every Sunday morning from 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. with the undiluted gospel mixer on KLAS FM 89, the station of the stars.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and we are about to play our second selection. That will be giving you right now. Then we come straight to the cards.
All right. Yeah, man, the cards are back. So we play the music. Don't move, people. We'll come back to you. Brought to you by HChem Paints for people who dream in color. All right, this one is from Jermaine Edwards. I Feel Joy.
Everything is gonna be alright. God said He will come through. Said I woke up this morning with problems on my mind. Didn't know what to do. I wasn't feeling so fine. So I put on some music, and you know what kind of gospel music with a mind to really suit my mind. Was like a prescription that the doctor prescribed. Felt the Holy Spirit moving way down deep inside. So I picked up my hands and I started to smile as Jesus changed my situation. Now I feel joy. Happiness in my soul, I feel joy. Hey, happiness in my soul. Now I feel joy. Happiness in my soul, I feel joy. Yeah. Happiness in my soul.
So many people feeling down right now, cause the money in the pocket is like a dry ground. It's getting rough now. You're living from hand to mouth, you're feeling depressed. There is no hope in tomorrow. If I had hope in this world, I would be miserable. I'm trusting God, it makes my life more comfortable. Don't worry, God is in control. His presence give us peace and take it on the road. I feel joy, happiness in my soul. I feel joy, happiness in my soul. Now I feel joy, happiness in my soul. I feel joy, happiness in my soul. Said this joy that I have, the world will give it to me. Said this joy that I have, Jesus gave it to me. Said this peace that I have, the world will give it to me. Said this peace that I have, Jesus gave it to me. Now I feel joy, happiness in my soul. I feel joy, happiness in my soul. Now I feel joy, happiness in my soul. I feel joy, happiness in my soul. Jesus, Jesus.
Jeremy and Edwards, happiness, I feel joy, brought to you by Edge Campaign for people who dream in color.
Do they actually play these songs in the churches in Jamaica?
You wrong person, ask, you know.
You know, so if they played more of them kind of tune, them bouncy, lively rhythm, more people would, more young people that got church.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Part of the problem with church meeting, you know, is not just the religious side of it, is the way how the service and thing is conducted. Me think you have to find a way to include more people, more younger people, more of them kind of music, yeah? Mm-hmm. You never know. All right, box food. Where you say, my boss? Has been a little while.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. What you say? The religious people have to use some gimmicks.
Not gimmicks. It's music in name. It's music in name, you know. But the churches that I go is some long time hymn. Oh Lord, my. If you play some of them kind of tune, you never know what effect it could have on the younger generation.
If God's so powerful and strong, man, I know where my man. You don't have to use like brother.
You not have to do what?
You don't have to use the gimmicks, man.
But I'm not God in our church, them, my boss.
Then God inspire the people in their church, and that them tell every day, brother.
No, that's what them said, me no know.
Not speak to you.
Anyway.
But you're right, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Zidane, it's been a while, brother.
Yes.
It's been a while on the show. Quick housekeeping. End of the EPL season, not even past here since then. Congratulations on the Liverpool prediction, brother.
Yes.
No. It's for me to hear, but congratulations on that. But while we're there, also, you remember your prediction the teams that would have been relegated?
No, I don't quite remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay, after at the beginning of the season, I asked you. I said, well, you have to see Nottingham Forest and them team there, so you have to see them, right?
Yes, I remember that.
And I asked you how many games, and you said 10.
Yes.
So the 10th game, I called back, and you went.
Yeah, man, I remember that, but I don't remember who I said. Yeah, man, I remember, but I don't remember who I said that.
You said Nottingham Forest would go down.
Okay.
You looked at the standings and saw that they were at the bottom. And yeah, man, them gone, man. So you have to take that one.
Yeah, take the next one. Yeah.
The Liverpool thing.
All right. Fair enough.
You're breaking.
Prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
As we're talking about prediction, you called me here on the show, yeah, maybe a month or so ago, you know. As it relates to an NBA thing, an NBA pool. and you beat up Max Food and Ray. Because you had to go. Remember that
I wasn't singling you out, do box food. I just mentioned everybody that pioneer got destroyed.
You called my name.
No man,
in the pool.
If somebody text me and say remember box food as well, after actually left you off.
But you called my name in the pool, yes or no? So
because someone reminded me, right? Somebody reminded me that you were in the pool. So yeah.
We don't business what the reasons were. But you called my name for the thing, brother.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, I did.
I ever call the show and talk about the NBA.
No, not really. I mentioned
you remember me considering myself a guru in NBA? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. All right. No. For transparency's sake, it would have been good if you had told the people in that just for food that we were in the pool and you were struggling at some point in the pool, right?
Who, me?
And you hold on. Yours truly was doing quite well in the pool until the rules changed in the pool where you could bet against yourself. And I said, I am never going to gamble and bet against myself. So I am sticking with prediction of the game results before the series. And that is when you ascend it.
No, that you have it wrong, my boss.
Is that accurate?
No. Half truth. It's the second one, me catapult at the top of the table, my boss. And it wasn't the case where they changed and you could pick against yourself there. It was at the conference final that started. So I went to the top after the second round of games. Hello? We lost him.
Zidane.
Yeah, man, it's the second round. It's the second round. I took the lead in my boss.
Zidane.
You had the playing games. You had the...
Okay, let Chris Lynch come.
Me, I tell you the facts, my boss. You had the playing games the first round where I was at in the middle. And then after the second round of games, playoff games, I went to the top.
Zidane, answer this question. Was there a change in...
But I was already at the top. As a matter of fact,
yes or no?
No, I'm saying that nearly hurt me. The game by game selection almost cost me the title.
Moving on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Moving on. Orville.
Yes, sir.
Me hear you on a topic. I talk about gambling the other day. And you were trying to say that gambling, everybody gamble every day, right?
I never said everybody gambled every day.
You said stepping out of your house is a gamble.
Yeah, man, but I was talking monetary. Where I was being specific is that every time you invest money with the aim of getting returns on that money, then that's a gamble. You're not about driving your car and everything.
You're making a gamble, right?
You are gambling when you buy real estate and everything there with an intention to sell it back for more than what you buy it for.
I think that's false equivalency, because you know how many people live in Atlantic City or Vegas and make gambling their profession.
You said it was false equivalency. What does that mean?
Yeah, that may I explain now.
Is it
millions?
Is it or is it not a gamble when you buy real estate with the intention to sell it back at a higher price?
What do you mean when you buy real estate? Real estate index over the last 100 years increase in value. Where's the gamble there?
No, man, sometimes you buy a particular piece of real estate.
Yeah, that's less than 10% of the time.
Which means that give me a chance, which means that you have bought your gambling where the odds are great. But it's a gamble. That's all it is.
Orville,
yes,
you
sir.
talked about investing in companies and the stock market and stuff like that, right?
I am saying every time you buy something.
Hold on.
Yeah. Go on. Hello? Your line a break up.
Me going down to Justin, right? You hear me?
Yes.
You are saying that me going down to Justin with my last $100.
Yeah.
Right? I'm putting it for Manchester United beating Liverpool 3-1. Right?
Yes.
Is equivalent, and for me, putting $1,000 in the stock market in 1980, and 90% of the time it will
I'm saying both are gambling. That's what I'm saying.
You will appreciate you could have like $250,000.
I'm saying both times.
You tell me that is the same thing.
I am saying they are both gambling. That's what I'm saying. One is a little bit more risky, and one is a little bit more guaranteed.
Which one is a little bit more risky?
When you buy Manchester United for winner, or whatever.
No, brother. When you go down a just bet, brother, just bet is set up for you to lose, brother. Just bet is going to win 90.
And I'm agreeing with you, Boxfood.
Lose, brother.
I'm agreeing with you.
And I want them say more risky in the Boxfood.
Him no hear, him does attack. I'm saying that when you gamble on games, who going to win against who, you're gambling. When you buy real estate or you invest in the stock market, you're also gambling. It's just that those gamblings, the odds are more in your favor.
What do you mean the odds are? How much more?
It is more, but
it's so different that they should not be compared. That is.
I'm saying that are they both gambling?
Let me come off of the radio. I'm gonna say this last, right? The gambling going down to just bet, right, is, in my opinion, the biggest transfer of wealth from poor people
different
to
argument
rich people known to man. Hold on. So for you to try to say that everybody gambles in some way, shape, or form, in an attempt, in my opinion, to polish off what that is socially to what, especially.
No, man, you're talking.
Is this? It doesn't make sense, brother.
Boxfood, you're talking complete. Boxfood, you know what you're doing? Speaking eloquent nonsense. Because you cannot dispute the fact that real estate is gambling. The man we buy lotto and pick tree, he's gambling. The man with the real estate is also gambling. One is more socially acceptable than the other, and one the risk level is higher. That's all it is.
Socially acceptable.
The man will play pitter pat and domino up on the corner every day and tree card and snake and what you call the little one with the 16 upon the dice. That is less socially acceptable than buying real estate. But a gamble too, are them a gamble?
No. So buying real estate, you're saying buying real estate and me going down to just bet. I'm taking about the same risk.
I never say, you know, listen to me, I said. If you listen, you'd have learned in a Boxfood. I'm saying some gambling, the risks are higher. But may I repeat the same? May I say the same thing? You asked me.
Hold on. You said I look at personal thing the way you go with and.
No. What is personal? I'm saying if you listen. No eloquent nonsense here, man. Because I'm saying that. All right, here what may I say? Are they when you buy real estate with an aim to sell back the property dearer than what you buy it for? Are you gambling? Is he there?
Hello?
I'm asking, when you buy property. No, Jesus.
He's there, man, but he's not sharing.
Yeah, you hear me now? Hello? Boxfood?
Hello?
We're not sharing.
We're not here.
We'll celebrate. We're coming.
Boxfood didn't want me to say it, but Boxfood, you're not. All right, him know what I'm saying. So I'm going to leave it here. The rest sound of joy. Gambling is gambling. Some just more risky than some. And some more socially acceptable than some. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll go.
Choose from a wide variety of tiles from Garrett Trading. Whether a classic or modern look, our tiles give that added dimension. For that Greek marble, flashy or glossy finish in your bathroom and kitchen, a myriad of designs and colors are available to create your personal masterpiece. Visit our showroom at 169 Constant Spring Road or call Garrett Trading and Installation Limited 876-669-8996. Design your style.
Enter the Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion and win your share of $1 million in cash. All you have to do is purchase $3,000 worth of Purina products. Complete entry form or write on paper your name, contact information, and complete the slogan. Attach receipt. Mail to P.O. Box 420, Kingston 6, or drop in boxes at participating stores. Promotion ends August 14, 2023. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act. Purina, your pet, our passion. Distributed by Caramed Group Limited, Consumer Division.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I tell you what, we just heard from Box Food a while ago. It's a classic example of a bright Jamaican. Because nobody have to tell me that Box Food is
very educated.
Is an educated fellow. Yes. Speaks well, speaks very eloquently, but bereft of common sense. Gambling is gambling. When you buy stocks in a company, the company can crash tomorrow. You know? The odds of it happening may be long, but it's a gamble.
Yeah, I think you're strictly speaking about you're making a gamble, and he's talking about which one is more riskier and more social. And you agree with all of that? I'm sure. I'm sure you agree with all of that.
The man we play domino, we play Peter Pat and 3 cards. The man gambling, kind of try look a money pan fee money. The man will buy a piece of property where him not live pan, him just have it and know say you see in 10 years, that's something I got value more than what value now. What gambling man take because that's something while there's an 85 or 90% chance that the value of the thing may improve, there's a 10% chance that it might not. Why would they block out right or so whatever reason? The quality of people who used to buy land in inner city Jamaica. Cause one time me here say some of the places in a town now were what you call
the value was high.
Yes,
yes.
What you call them here, them community when people
were residential
of the world.
Yeah.
No, they're not residential area now.
No, a lot of them are garrison.
So when you did buy some of them places in the 60s, when they were residential areas, they are not no more now. Nobody won't buy these. Some of them places from you. So you can actually lose value left away you buy place. But the risks are not as high as me go buy a lotto or pick tree or go gamble Peter Pat with my friend them down at artist shop back. They're all gambling. So I'm not sure what Box Food was trying to say. All right, Metro. The man who come to learn some cricket.
Boy, all these colors can make you sound so bright, man.
It's not the colors that make me sound bright. I'm naturally bright.
But gambling is gambling, man. Whichever way you look at it, man.
Yeah, man. But
it feels to understand that gambling is gambling, man. Whichever way you want to look at it, man.
But you make me sound bright a lot of times when me hear talk.
No. When it comes to cricket, me never make you sound bright. Because you don't know cricket like me. You know, I know that me call about.
No, this one I have to drop on you. Remember when Carl Hooper got selected as what he was? Batting consultant?
Yeah.
Carl Hooper's one batting and you say, yeah man, he's the man. Yeah. Carl Hooper go down so on Netherlands and Scotland and some little the man can't make no runs.
No, but
that's for the record. That's for the record.
Carl Hooper can't fix what
you were one of those who say, yes, man. Don't know the youth that will learn to play with them elbow high and them something.
I think Carl Hooper time to fix the problem, man. And probably select out some different type of man.
Anyway, go on now.
But you notice your man they come off of the field, man.
Cornwall.
Hey.
And therefore what? I've seen I've seen a lot. I've seen Shannon Gabriel come off of the field every other test.
And this guy has been a ball after goal about 31 overs.
Yeah. But I'm saying I've seen other players come off of the field all the time.
But Carl have no place on our West Indies side, man. No place on our West Indies side. Because when we talk about as far as I'm concerned. And the last time I think cricket is a game we call for athleticism, you know.
We call for athleticism.
Right.
Cricket call for runs and wickets. That it call for.
No, man, I walk up three step and turn over, man, say my ball, man.
Is he getting wickets?
Listen, man. It's a shame when we say my man like that on our West Indies. I saw West Indies cricket going on to the dogs.
No, man, I want you to tell cricket is not a game of cricket is not a game about athleticism.
Man. You know. It requires that, man. It requires a lot of athleticism.
The aim of cricket is to out people and to make runs.
But
is Cornwall Does Cornwall have the ability to out people and make runs?
What kind of people have the ability to out?
No. I will make we discuss that. But that is what the discussion should be.
Hey, listen, man. A man that ball get some little wicket in the Caribbean or in the West Indies to them a batsman. Yeah. To me,
do you realize, Metro, that in the last regional 4-day season, Cornwall took more wickets than everybody else?
Yeah.
So how are you saying that the man who took more wickets than everybody else, when all of them are played, no deserve a game became fat?
Yeah, but Easton Morris was a better opening batsman in the Caribbean than Conrad, you know.
Listen how you sound. Listen what me ask you, and listen how you sound now.
Yeah.
I am saying, you are saying cricket is about athleticism.
Yes.
And the man may have more athleticism than Cornwall. He constantly take more wicket more than them.
Yeah, but I
so what is it you're picking?
I am countering with that Easton Morris was a better opener than Conrad don't. And Morris Foster was a better.
And you say other people make me sound bright? No, but how you think you make me sound right now?
Morris Foster used to make more run, more Conrad, more run Conrad in the Caribbean, you know. So not because him take more wickets against little Breber batsman where we are.
But the other bowlers are bowling against the Breber batsmen too.
Then the other batsman and they used to play alongside Easton Morris and Conrad on too. And when you put them in the test arena, them not do nothing. And when you put Conrad on the test arena and make a lot of runs. So we can't judge that thing because a man bowls Sonny Coban like Caribbean.
What should we use to judge regional players? Tell me what we should use.
Well, we should use ability.
How do you determine ability? The runs and wicket we use.
Not in all cases.
Or we use how slim them is.
Not in all cases. Okay. Because if it was all cases,
we can't bother with them kind of discussion. Metro, lift your levels, man.
If it's all cases, we have picked Morris over Conrad on all the while.
And maybe them should not pick Morris over Conrad on.
You know, so when him go England and Truman wobble.
Listen, Metro. I'm not talking to a 6-year-old. I'm talking to a big man.
No.
I am saying regional cricket is the yardstick to determine who make the West Indies team.
Yes, but if
the man is constantly outperforming the bowlers, what we have.
If he was using performance alone, Mikey Wallen wouldn't play test cricket.
Maybe, you know. But I'm saying, what do you say?
So you come with your foolishness about your performance. You have to look at who my
so
bowl against.
But the same slim athleticism people in my bowl to the same people. Yes. And he constantly, he must be leading wicket taker this year.
Yes.
And for several other seasons too.
Who will get the wicket again?
Who?
You have to have a high for cricket, man.
Then if they
that high.
If the man with athleticism now out the man them we're not good. Then them are go out the man them at the higher level.
Them have a chance out the man at higher level.
Or them have a greater so what if they hold on, Metro man?
Better technique.
So them able to out the man with better technique, but them can't out the man with worse technique.
I mean, yeah, man. If it was that, you have man like all.
Metro, listen to what you're saying. You are saying that the bowlers with Cornwall constantly are out bowling in the region.
Yeah.
When they are better able to out better batsmen, them just can't out the bramble batsmen them that we have. And that you are saying.
Easton Morris used to make a lot of runs.
You have another point, Metro. You're not making much sense.
Morris used to dominate the cricket in the Caribbean, make a lot of runs.
All right.
More than Conrad don't, and when you put the two of them in a test cricket, Conrad don't make more runs more than him.
But Cornwall has gone into test cricket and him is not performing no worse than enough.
No, man. Performing.
And in this game, yeah, he make 19 not out, while Blackwood make 2, or Blackwood 14. Reefer too.
But Blackwood not supposed to be on the side. And Reefer and all them man are supposed to be on the side.
All right, Metro.
Metro, we gone. You didn't sound all that great today. You make me sound bright.
Yeah, the reports are saying that Cornwall is suffering from some chest infection.
Oh well.
So it's not anything physical. He's not tired.
Oh, a chest infection.
Yeah.
I'm sick rather than injured.
Yeah, rather than injured.
Okay. All right, San Diego.
San Diego.
Hello, good day, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah, the heat and thing, Cornwall have a little extra wait time with the heat.
Yeah.
It's difficult difficult. I'm a maga man, and I find it difficult.
No man,
I'll tell me say who that came off the field for a period of time because of the heat as well.
Man, the heat.
Every 2 steps,
Hey.
I have to stop and drink some water, man.
Tell them say last month was the hottest month in the history since my record. This time.
But I mean, we're becoming really old.
Yes, I think the 3rd of July was maybe the hottest day on record.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to watch it. So Carnival, yes, and a little break you can get, boy. You know, easy for run up and down in the sun.
Yeah.
At his weight and age. Yes, box food. You know, box food is a sort of philanthropist, you know. It's a sort of Pan-Africanist, a social advocate somewhat. He's a man of the ilk of people like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King.
He is?
Yeah, man. I've listened to his argument. Remember, I know, Orville.
You're putting him in very exalted company.
Yes, man. Box food, a good youth, man.
He is.
I mean, I tell you, I don't forget things, you know. One time, I think either iGate or one of those guys did mislead him, you know. And him rushed me about me not liking poor people or something like that. But he did misunderstand, you know.
Yeah.
And we straightened that out. Yeah, man, it's a good youth. And he make a profound point, though. But it's like you trying to carry the world on your shoulder.
Here you know.
The point he made, that about transfer of wealth. Yes, Orville, gambling is like that. You know, but it's something that we can't correct. Me and Backfoot can't correct it.
Do you think I was wrong when I said gambling is gambling? That real estate.
Your point is correct.
So why you never tell me my point correct before you start? Tell me me misunderstand what the man.
Point because somebody else.
You know that my point is correct, St. Jacob, and you company thing and tell me how box food is like Nelson Mandela, and I exalt box food, even when box food was talking nonsense.
No man, but which is why I just box food because there was no nonsense in what he said.
Box food wasn't.
I'll tell you something, Orville.
Yeah.
Even at the end, him say some things where I wouldn't say, like for instance, you see the gambling industry is so big and so well established that I participate in it. I buy cash pot and thing, and most time invariably I lose.
Yeah.
So that so a poor man like me end up losing my money to Supreme Ventures.
Yes, but nobody name put no gun ahead, my boss.
Correct.
Yeah, but what
it's transferring wealth from.
What about when I know people, St. Jacob, I know people take them last and give it to the church, you know.
Very few people win.
No, but whether or not, my point is not whether some gambling is desirable, you know, or should be encouraged.
Boxwood saying, except that Boxwood like to put across his thing, you know, gambling is generally immunical, you know, I use a big word. But well,
you have to support Boxwood even when your sister Boxwood. I was right, and you're not gonna tell Boxwood. What you should be calling to say is Boxwood, Orville was right. Some gambling are a little bit more risky, or a lot more risky. But once you put on your money or spend your money with the intention of making back money, panda money there, that is called gambling.
That's a solid argument. And it's some people.
Then why you know company phone come say that you come tell me no Boxwood is like Mandela and Marcus Garvey and anything.
There is no end to it. I mean, like for instance, which is why I say I'm really fighting a losing battle because the thing is so established. We all see it as boy is the only way we can own a house or buy a car.
You know another one that is that the people applaud, like round robin. You throw your round robin, you keep your party, you make $1 million $1. You say yes, good investment. But sometimes you have some people in the last partner pay the round robin and then the party them flapping out. But nobody now go pressure you because them say try, do the right thing, the man. Try, don't keep trying, man. But it's a gamble still you lose.
We say once you have set your money, my boss, a gamble. No man, you can't get another 2 minutes. You know? But some gambling are bold. I'm buying real estate. It just sounds better than me a grown so go gamble too than me know with my friend. I gamble the two of them. Some just a jacket and tie people do, and some are regular Jamaicans. I gamble in the whole of them names. We're coming back after the break.
For all your genuine and OEM BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and the Mini Cooper auto parts, come to German Auto Parts and Service Center. Our service center is second to none. Call 876-929-1435. The time by German Auto Parts and Service Center, everything that is German, is 3:30. It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Everton has signed free agent Ashley Young on a one-year deal after the fullback left Aston Villa this summer. Young, who is 38. Young, who is 38, becomes Everton's first signing on the manager Sean Dyche and has joined the club on their pre-season training camp in Switzerland. That is sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Danger's Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
For miles and miles of beautiful carpets and exquisite rugs to brighten your office and home, visit the Carpet Store at 18 Dunbarton Avenue off Malines Road. They install, clean your carpets, and add elegance to every room in your house. Call 876-649-0174 or come to the Carpet Store at 18 Dunbarton Avenue, because you deserve the best.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Having trouble paying your NHT mortgage due to job loss or other difficulty? Our team is here with flexible solutions to fit your needs. So call the NHT and take control of your mortgage payments. NHT, the key to your home.
Enter the Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion and win your share of $1 million in cash. All you have to do is purchase $3,000 worth of Purina products. Complete entry form or write on paper your name, contact information, and complete the slogan. Attach receipt. Mail to P.O. Box 420, Kingston 6, or drop in boxes at participating stores. Promotion ends August 14, 2023. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act. Purina, your pet, our passion. Distributed by Caramed Group Limited, Consumer Division.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're back with St. Diego.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, back.
Yeah, it was good to see, gentlemen, the Jamaica under-19 team winning the tournament there.
Yes.
It was what, under coach Terence Cock.
Yes.
TC.
Is it well? Gibbs is what, the manager?
Gibbs Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I Gibbs Missy do the interview.
Yeah, I did an interview. Yeah, man, we know Gibbs from St. Catherine Cricket.
Yeah.
Used to play against him too. Yes. And TC, of course, is a good friend of mine. His brother Carlton was a member of the Sunlight Cup team in my time.
Right.
Team.
Big up TC.
But, somebody mentioned the skipper though, and queried about the skipper being Barnes, young Barnes.
Yes.
Barnes is out of our States.
Barnes go Manchester High.
Manchester High. Okay. And they also mentioned that his father is a selector.
Yes.
But I don't think any question of nepotism will start to come in here, because what happened is, like on a team like the Jamaica youth team, the skipper is somebody, well, normally on most teams, the skipper is usually, apart from endowed with leadership qualities, is usually somebody who commands a game, Usually a man who it's a sure pick, we call it.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the Jamaica setup, the schoolboy setup, perhaps the first pick in Jamaica schoolboy cricket is Jordan Johnson out of Wolmer's, who is perhaps the best young batsman around. And apparently he is not, fully seen as a leader right now, which is why, for instance, at Wolmer's we have Justin Beckford, the skipper.
Mm-hmm.
So we might ask, why wouldn't Justin Beckford lead the Jamaica team?
Was he on the team?
That is where a question I'm coming to know.
No, I don't know if Justin was on the team.
That's where I'm coming to know, Orville, that Justin Beckford, if he's in the squad, he would not be a sure pick.
Who would not be a sure pick?
Eh?
And who would not be a sure pick?
Justin Beckford.
He
who
would.
is the captain of Wolmer's.
He wouldn't. I'm not sure if he was in the under-19 squad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, given the setup as it is, Barnes is a clear captain, even though him don't captain him school team.
No man, well, unless you've seen him captain, you can't know if he's a good captain.
No, I'm not talking about the quality of Barnes.
Then that the man in my question, San Diego.
No.
The people are saying that Barnes doesn't captain his school team,
right?
Which may they even know if it's true, and that the only reason why they promoted him to captain is because of the link to the whole man.
Yes, but
and I'm saying it so happens that this is the first time we win under 19.
But look at it. I'm saying the alternative that come to my mind would be Justin Beckford of Wolmer's. And we're not, between me and you, we're not even sure if Justin, if him in the squad. And I think he's in the squad. Yeah, I remember him playing one match.
One match this year? Yeah, but the fact, your argument don't mean that the young bands are good captain, though. You know what I mean?
No, no, it don't speak to his captaincy acumen.
There you go.
But it just trying to dispel the notion of nepotism or influence of.
No, but I don't know that your argument dispel that notion, because the fact.
To the extent that it would exclude Justin Beckford, because Justin Beckford.
But at 14 of them in the squad, somebody else not good at captain.
Well, yes, but the first name that come to mind is Beckford.
And I'm saying they are 13 or 14 or 15 of them.
Is there anybody else in the team that skippers their school team?
They're not them something you fair since you're going to know.
But that's what I'm saying. I know of Beckford who wins.
But you don't know about the other 14. So you don't know about the other 14. So you don't know if they are quality captains who captain them school team in that 14.
I do know that Justin Beckford is a good captain. You see what I mean?
Yes.
And Justin Beckford is in the squad. You see what I mean?
I hear you.
So then the question is, why not Justin Beckford? So the answer is Justin Beckford is not a sure pick like Barnes or Jordan Johnson.
I don't even know if he's a sure pick or not, because I don't know the squad. That may I say to you, I don't know how good is the rest of the squad.
I'm more familiar with the players than you are, Will.
You are? Tell me the players in the squad.
I know that Jordan Johnson are the big bats.
How you know how good a batsman is young Barnes?
I know Barnes is a top bat.
Do you?
I know Beckford is a middle order bat for Wolmer's. He walk at number 5 for Wolmer's.
I'm gonna try to get the under 19 squad.
Before the Sunlight Cup final, I made a statement, that Johnson was the one bat for Wolmer's. I was even discounting Beckford below what he actually is. A little better than
the Justin when me see. I would be very surprised if he's not an automatic pick.
If better than nothing, but
if there are 6 batsmen in Jamaica better than him, that is probably why we win the tournament.
Yeah, but Barnes a good leader, man.
Well, I don't know. You have seen him lead?
Then the man, if Terence Clark selected.
I am asking you, St. Diego.
Listen, Orville. I know Terence Clark inside out.
I'm
relying on his judgment.
You are telling us that the man is a good captain because somebody else picked him as a captain?
I'm telling you, I'm relying on Terence Clark's experience.
St. Diego, listen to what you just say. You know he's a good captain. May I ask if you ever seen him captain? No. But Terence Clark have him as captain, so that means I know he's a good captain.
I'm relying on Terence's experience.
All right, St. Diego.
All right, my boy.
You know what's just people in the world, Orville?
St. Diego, you're bramble, as usual.
Easy.
St. Diego, you have come and really makes sense. Little bit more often. Me not vouch nobody as no good captain because somebody else tell me he's a good captain. But I'm to St. Diego. Emirates.
What are we doing? What are you saying, Asta? Text?
All right. We are squeeze some text. All right. Hello? We have to take the text or what we're doing? Text? Then play the theme, no?
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right. Orville, you talk Robona about you talk Bonner. I don't know why I say so. About him say Robona, not sure what the spelling. I don't understand this. Orville, you talk Robona about his approach to the wicket and him still feel that don't mean you didn't. The grammar is awful and the spelling worse. I can't understand that.
Orville, I think the man down the road will beat you in a debate because you're not very good at your 3 minutes. You want more than that. You're like pioneer.
All right, well, tell the man for come. If you think it, Him better than me at the debate. Encourage him to come. His brand would improve if him tackle me in a debate. Enough said on that. Gentlemen, I'm beginning to understand why the authorities in Jamaica are neglecting and looking down on West Indies cricket. It's a waste of time, and if they were to get too involved, it would be a waste of money. All right. Which other one? Box would need to understand that some forms of gambling are socially acceptable, while others are not. The stock market is one form of socially acceptable gambling. Agreed. Sometimes they don't even call it gambling. You know?
No.
The rich people word is investment.
Yeah.
Poor man word is gambling. When you say investing, you know, it's on both. But not for them investing, they are gambling. They are gambling.
All right.
Man, think I just scared pack and
one more
lotto are gambling. One more. I heard Metro about Hunt and McMorris. Could you give me their average in Test cricket? I know Hunt average in the 40s, and I think McMorris. Let me find out where McMorris. Well, McMorris' first name again. All right, I'll give you them before 4 o'clock, hopefully. All right, that's it.
All right, cool. Back online. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Emirates, Wagwan.
I'm here in San Diego, man.
You know, San Diego does call for bramble out himself every day for the radio. He knows the youth is a good captain. I asked, did you see him captain? No, but Terence Cork has him as a good captain. Therefore, he is a good captain.
But I tell you.
Where you call that?
Why, yeah, that kind of bramble San Diego.
Kinda.
Kinda. Make it look nice. Anyway, Orville, listen up.
Yeah.
You can't be equal in gambling to investment in a boss, man.
Oh.
While I understand what you're saying, it is two different things. Right? Gambling is a game of chance.
And investment is what?
High probability. There's 1,000 people gambling. It's 1 out of 1,000 chance that you're going to win. Investments, the possibility.
No, man, they are when me and my friend I play card pack, my boss, my odds is 1 in 2. It depends on which kind of gamble. In 4 hours, sit down on one domino table, I play $1,000 6.
Yeah.
The odds is 1 in 4. Don't tell me that gambling is 1 in 1,000 because you take lotto.
Fine. But
so it depends on the nature of the lotto.
The gambling. Come on to that. I'm talking about that general thing, but I'm just saying to say generally, it seems similar to investing. That's totally different because when you invest, there's a greater possibility.
Orville is not saying that the risk is not higher when you go buy the Man City to win the boss.
Greater possibility that you get some.
But greater probability don't mean it's not gambling.
No, but it's not gambling, Orville. That's what I'm saying to you.
What is your definition of gambling?
By nature of the word is a game of chance. You go and play a game and hope to win.
Hold on, let me look up the definition. Right? Hold on, my boss. Let me look up the definition.
Game of chance. You're playing lotto. There's nothing, no study can you do that can guarantee you to win lotto.
No, but may I agree? You're saying what? I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. Not sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm saying when you invest in the stock market, is that a gamble?
No, sir, that's not a gamble.
What a wicked man this one.
The true set, it's a true set, me no wicked boss. The true set.
No, you know me.
Yeah.
Are you taking a gamble? The fact that you're taking a gamble, doesn't that mean you're gambling?
Orville, you're an English teacher, right? Or was?
All right, listen to one of the.
You know, hold a second. You know, there's some words that you use.
Hold the line, my boss. Don't move.
I'm coming back to you. Yes.
Today is the day to push past my limits, escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Wasting energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be, this version of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up, boost me up, boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Troy, back with you.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that there are some words we use and we transfer it to other things. It doesn't mean that it's the same thing, right? So when I say, man, you marry this girl, I take a gamble. It doesn't mean the man say, boy, there's that, you know.
No, there are two definitions for gambling.
Yeah.
One is to play a game, games of chance for money.
Right.
That's one definition.
Mm-hmm.
Another definition is to take risky actions in the hope of a desired result. So when I buy real estate, it's a risk I'm taking. Now the risk may be better than gambling pit a pot, but it's a risk, and therefore I'm gambling.
Why look at it? When you true sense of gambling, the possibility of you winning comes down to the amount of persons who are involved. When it comes to it, right?
So you're saying gambling is dependent on the risks and the level of risks. So if the level of risk great is gambling, but if the level of risk is not great, it's not gambling. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the true sense of gambling, you have no scientific reason to prove that you will win. You buy the lotto. It's like
it's a riskier form of gambling.
When you invest, you have 10% investment. Each person has a strong possibility that they could get something out of it.
Could.
Are they? Well, could, would, may, will.
No, they will. No, you can't say will, my boss.
So, Orville, how many persons invest in the stock market right now?
Sometimes the stock market crashes, my boss.
Yes, but that's a very few and far between.
And I'm saying that the term gambling cannot be subjected to only things with where the risks are high.
That's why I said to you, while I understand what you're saying, the way you say it, it may make it sound like it's the same, and I'm saying it's not.
No. I'm not saying that the risks are the same. I'm saying the terms are the same. So there's gambling that is high risk and gambling that is relatively low risk.
Because remember the guy
they are both gambling.
We talk about gambling as in a game, and then using the investment to draw lines at.
One is more socially acceptable, my boss. So if your son says, Daddy, I want to put some money and buy stocks in Ray. You're like, oh son, it sounds good.
Anyway,
if the same son said, Daddy, may I play some domino for 15,006 with someone around, so you're running out. Yeah. But the two of them are gambling, and the two of them are gambling.
Reggae boys.
Yes.
Big up Reggae boys.
Yes.
I won't be like, Zidane is a disaster. I think we tried, but the honest thing is that I think the wrong method was used last night. Right? Because what I seem to have been focusing on last night is using the ball in the air. And I don't know why they were trying that with Mexicans.
Yeah, man. Right? When your central defender attempts more passes than your attacking players in the ball. So something wrong with that task of tactics.
Yeah, man. Something wrong with that tactics. Yeah. Because all Mexico does when they get the ball is put down the ground and moves around. And that's what we should have been doing. You understand? I never
utilize the flanks, but just launch long balls downfield was just a waste.
And every ball come back at you. 50% or more the balls with them pass. Mexico take it and come back at them. You can't win in the game like that. I honestly feel that even with the one love, it happens to many teams. You start and back. You're not getting out of gear. The man score a goal for you. You can't recover, but the way they were playing, they could never recover last night. Understand, but I don't know. I wish I hope that they still hold this team and try to work out the whole technicality of the game and build them. You understand?
Well, this team is pretty much the best what we have, except one or two exceptions. So
we just wish that they continue.
There's no way we can make a wholesale change from that side.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right.
Big up Emirates.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right. Evangelist.
Boy, I'm trembling evangelist. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. If I pray, you might come down easier upon me, sir.
No, not necessarily. It's about your heart. So if you pray just for lip service, then you praying is just to appease the people. God knows your heart. So that don't mean anything. Could just be a shallow prayer. And my scripture for today is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. That whosoever believes on him should not perish but have everlasting life. To God be the glory. Three things I want to touch on quickly today. First, I want to congratulate the under 19 team for going through the rounds and taking the title.
Yes.
To dig them up. When they don't perform well, we're down on them on the coaching staff and selection and all of that. So big up to them.
Yeah.
Metro called early, and I don't know if it is that you've changed your way of telling persons bramble, but that was a bramble argument. Seriously.
When does Metro not have a bramble? Were you surprised, Evangelist? Is Metro?
No, I'm not surprised.
I mean, Metro always bramble.
Persons on merit, and the man performing well consistently for years. On what other basis? What they call it? Eye test.
Exactly.
Is that how they go on? And technique and stroke play.
The man outbowl all of the Maga man them and the athleticism man them.
Yeah.
But it was wrong to keep picking it.
There you go. I don't know. It is ridiculous. The man is performing and he has earned this play.
Simple.
And I don't know where is it written that you must be 170 pounds and well built like whatever. As long as you're out there, the catch comes in and take it.
If the Maga man, the man get out the man, they outperform the man. The thing's simple. You know?
I don't know. It is ridiculous. It is an obvious bias on the part of some callers in terms of what they think the ideal cricketer looks like. It's not about
exactly, Ivan.
Yeah, man. And that's not right. Because if you look on that, how athletes should look, how they should be built, you see, he would even run a day in a track. Because he was unorthodox. They said he wouldn't be successful, and he was the most successful Jamaica sprinter to date.
Jamaica.
All right. Last but not least, as I go through the rounds quickly, the Jamaica match. Somebody called earlier, and I think they hit the nail on the head. The Mexican coaching staff did their homework on the Jamaicans, and they double team a lot, and it worked to the team. I would agree with you, Zidane, about low putting the ball long. Because when they got the ball, very rare they went long, because the Jamaicans' backline is taller than them, so that wouldn't make that wouldn't make any sense at all to go long, knowing that they would lose, and they did lose most of the headers. Anytime they went long, they lost. Low would win it because he, as much as a cost remote, he won quite a few headers, and tackles, But when he won the ball, that is where the problem started. He didn't go short, and it worked for him. Because remember, I came on earlier and I said, you cost him out, right, Zidane?
Sean is having a difficulty with what you're saying. I'm not sure what he disagrees with.
Sean is going off on his...
Zidane stepped away.
No, Sean
is... there.
I'm saying Sean is completely disagreeing with something that you're saying.
Well, go ahead, Sean. Let me hear what I'm saying.
No, Sean, say why you're saying.
Usually when Sean
is coming.
I was going to say when he's not sure of his point, he stays behind the glass. But apparently he's sure of his point today.
Yes.
Hold on, Evangelist. Sean,
sure.
With his factual opinions coming up.
No. He said something about
factual opinion.
Yeah. You never know who says Sean has factual opinion.
No, no.
All right, here is it.
Opinion, man.
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, about the air balls, 70% or 80% was won by Mexico.
The air balls.
The air balls. Yeah. And I looked on the figures last night. I wonder, because I was watching the game, I was wondering how come the short men getting the headers over the tall men? Because even when we were attacking on the long ball down, they were winning the headers.
Yeah.
But if it drop in the chest of the individuals, fine. But once a header, they won the header. And it has befuddled me.
So you're saying when they are attacking,
yeah,
they win it.
When we were attacking, they won the header. When we are attacking, we normally put the ball.
They won it.
Yeah, they won it majority of the time.
Yeah, man, I didn't disagree with that. The other way around, when they played it, they put it down on the ground most of the time.
Yeah, man. But the air balls, throughout the whole game, majority of the time was won by Mexico. It made no sense to me.
All right.
Come on, I saw that as well. But I think we needed to have made some adjustments as well. We weren't coming short for it.
But our long balls were to one per seat because Bailey is not great in the air. Gray is not great in the air. Bobby Reed is not great in the air. So it was actually one target we had with those long balls. So it's Antonio or Boston.
Even those that he contested.
Yeah, and he had two Mexicans around him all the time.
True.
There you go. Because he was fouled several times. Sometimes I think him dive too easily. So a big man, him go down too easily sometimes. But when he does hold it up, the team is there and he can get the support from him. But Mexico generally plays better football. They're more organized, better structure. But this team is a team to be worked with, and I believe we can come through it.
Orville mentioned a name, man. That and we're not talking in hindsight because there was utterances. Many were surprised that he didn't make the final squad because he looked good in both friendlies. He looked good in one of the Trinidad games. That is the gentleman from Mount. And he fetches the ball when he's confident. He likes to turn. So I think he could have made the squad. He could have made a difference.
Yeah, man. I go
Yeah, and he works very hard in the middle of the park, so you don't have to worry about him working back defensively.
Yeah. He's not what it is, but
all right, Evangelist, hit that.
Yeah, man, I hear that.
Here's something I want you to address, Zidane.
God bless you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
God bless you. I see that the NBA will now award a free throw for people.
Yes, a technical free throw.
For people who flap.
Yeah.
You agree with it?
No.
Why not?
If the man flap, you don't make the call. Why you give the man 3 points? You give somebody a free throw.
You see, remember, that rule will go now for both sides. So there's no advantage. My problem with it is how is flapping it's going to be determined. Because one ref might say this is flapping in this game. Yes, because there's no universal way to determine flapping.
Yes.
So it is 102 for 102. Scores tied, 5 seconds to go. You rule that a man a flap when the next referee might not rule it as flap. You see them subjective call it going to
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant point that is.
You can't assure because there is no exact way for determine
if it's
whether a flap or not.
Yeah. Because I can generally bump into you and you exaggerate the call, but you were bumped into.
I don't think I think the NBA better careful with the flap thing and technical free
throw.
Sir P.
Orville.
You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, for the past 9 local season, right? Where cricket is concerned, our spinners are the main wicket takers. You have Versal Paval.
Yeah, man, I agree. You're not even giving the names.
Exactly. So why when we play international match, it's very rare we can dominate. Our spinners can dominate. When we get 5 wickets, it's a miracle, like we have chased.
But the top batsmen in our region, when them play test cricket, them not dominate neither. It's not just the spinners.
No, well, that's exactly
the top fast bowler them in the region, when them play test cricket, them ball not travel same way.
Yeah, but some of the batsmen then get off. But our brother man.
No man, when the conditions them suit the spinners, man, they out people to man.
How much time? When she has take 6 and call.
I can call you 4 or 5 test matches that we have won in the last 2-3 years. We are spinner with them.
All right, you can't call it. But the bottom line is our batsmen, right? They can't play spin bowlers. So for until the coach come home to Pastor, right? We will never see any pace bowler top our bowling average. None, because all the spinners go and do it. Either Pamal, Cardwell, or some new man come up.
So you're saying that to say what?
No, we don't have no batsman who can play spin. We don't have any. So for the momentum,
but we still pick the batsmen when them do well in regional cricket. We don't say, boy, we don't think you do well at the international level. No. When you make the most runs in the region, we still pick you.
All right. From 1 to 10, who would you call or would you rate our top spinners?
I don't think they are world beaters, but I don't think our best batsmen.
Give me a rating, Orville.
CM ratings when we give it top batsmen and we top.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So I don't think we top batsmen them special. I don't think we top spinners them special. And I don't think we top fast bowlers them special. Especially when them leave the Caribbean. CM yardstick if you use and measure all of it.
It's only fair?
Yeah.
That would be only fair.
So we batsmen them not special. How much Blackwood them average in a cricket? 30. And Brathwaite them 30 little bit and Hope them 20 at them and Rastan. So we batsman them not special. So when I tell me say the spinner them not special. The batsman them not special. Roach and Gabriel and Holder are we best bowler them. They have special moment when them get conditioned to suit them. When them left the Caribbean, they're not special neither. So nobody's really special ever. So low the spinner.
All right. Big up people. That's it for the day. Thanks for joining us, callers, and thanks for tuning in, listeners. Big up to Oscar Hoyt, technical operator. Big up to Sean Grant, the producer. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. We do it all over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening.
that's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.